Hello, chat. What's up, everybody? How you doing? I had a good karaoke last night, even though I didn't actually perform. But you know what? Still a great night. So sorry, no stream. That kind of snuck up on me. I completely forgot we were already planned to do that. Missed you? No worries. I know I keep saying like my schedule is now back on track because we're fully moved into the house and all we're doing left is just decorating. But it is true now. And there's very little for the, to get me like distracted at this point, other than like maybe something that pops up every once in a while, but should be no big delay. Speaking of not delaying, did you guys check out the 007 video on Patreon? You thought last night was nachos? I actually did have nachos last night. Very good ones too. Open mic night. Well, it was just a karaoke night at the barcade we like to go to. Well, now you have a wife and an outdoor life. Well, my outdoor life is just me like taking care of the front lawn. That's it. And it's not even a big lawn. It's like we have a much bigger house than a lawn, which is something I feel is proper. Some people have gigantic lawns. I wouldn't want that. You need to use that Patreon? Yeah, why wouldn't you? Also, Jim, your schedule's back to normal. Agent Dokes glares. I swear to God it is. Like the only thing that I have planned is my best friend and guy who's the best man at my wedding is going to a convention in a week or two, and he wants me and Lucky to come with him. But that's only a 2-day affair, so as long as I stream 5 days before that, you won't even notice. Is Lucky streaming tonight? I believe she plans to stream tomorrow. So both of us will probably be back to streaming pretty regularly, and I gotta start releasing 2 videos a month because have you guys seen how many games are coming out over the next fucking couple months? Jesus. Also, thank you for the once again, Jim. Thank you for the bits. If you're watching your Halo Infinite Sim video, I get the feeling so did the writers, and they go back to Combat Evolved and stop trying to make it a drama. Personally, when making the bonus missions. Did I say that back in my Halo Infinite video? Go back to Combat Evolved and make it. Goddamn, can I call him? Gamescom in Cologne, Germany. Where are you asking if I'm going to Gamescom? No, I'm not flying all the way to Germany for that. All right, I resisted. You saw it. I resisted doing that as soon as the camera came on. I've clocked that I keep doing that. It's become like a tick of mine. My hand was like creeping up without me even thinking of it. I was like, I did that as an example. That just showed what I was talking about. I'm not Italian, but I like to use my hands to speak and demonstrate. And let's be honest, when you have hair like mine, that's like Korean boy band level, why wouldn't you want to run your hands through it all the time? I reviewed the cast of Veronica and Zero, also like the video. Oh, well, thank you, Bio. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be making the Mystery of the Druids video next as a Patreon exclusive. Gonna get that one out very quickly so I can move on to all the stuff we're releasing. Cat, oh yeah, Luna's back. Oh, it's Dex and Luna were back in here. Okay, so making sure the tracking is off of my camera. I don't really want to like moving around. Once again, a little longer and you'd have a Beatles here. I'm actually gonna get it cut again soon. It is getting a little bit too long, especially when you look at it on this side. The stream has reached multi-cat. I mean, it will never be more than 2 cats. Mystery of the Druids. Also, thank you, Nurses, for the 63 months being a subscriber. You see the army unit in Georgia is offering new recruits a 4-day pass to play GTA 5 early whenever. Now, if a war breaks out, does that get revoked? Or do they still get to have like the 4-day pass? I feel like there might be some obligations. I mean, that's not the first time. I remember when Fallout 4 came out, there was people who were getting like bit time away from work for that. Did I see the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer? Yes, I did. You're getting playable Donald, Mickey, and Goofy sections, but you're also getting Kingdom Hearts 4, and it looks exactly like all the same problems that were with Kingdom Hearts 3, meaning nothing has been resolved. It's going to be a mess. You're going to get a handful of Disney worlds that are poorly used. They're like the Cliff Notes version of it, without the good actors. And Sora's there for some reason, and then you'll get like a bunch of Nomura's owned original worlds and characters, and they're all going to suck. That Black Myth game looks insane. Are you talking about the new one with the dude? The new one with the dude. It's a way of describing everything, isn't it? Okay, I do have to run my hair through my hands for a good reason this time, and it is falling in from my face. Who the hell wanted to play Goofy? Apparently a lot of people. I don't know. Gosh. Hey, Sora. Have you ever listened to Limp Bizkit? They're my favorite. I like Fred Durst. It's just one of those. Yeah, I want to like have Goofy now just sing Limp Bizkit songs. He's an asshole. Who Goofy? Goofy's an asshole? I sound like Forrest Gump. What do you think Goofy kind of sounds like? Nomura doesn't like new and fresh ideas. I don't know. I think he thinks he's very new and fresh. But I think he's also just a very bad writer. A friend of mine learned I got into Masters of the Universe and straight up bought me 3 She-Ra action figures. Hey, that's a pretty good friend you got there, Jim. Keep that guy close, or lady. It's Hayden passed away. Hayden? You know, okay, when you say Hayden, do you mean Hayden Christensen? You gotta be more specific. Oh, Kyrie. Okay, you have me thinking Hayden Christensen had passed away. Yeah, it does. And but to be honest, I knew her more from Until Dawn at this point. But yeah, apparently it was a bit of a drug overdose, so not too surprised. Came with new and fresh ideas and they killed it. FF Versus game. I think the problem with FF Versus is that his new and fresh ideas were well, they weren't as new and fresh as, you know, and they're also very expensive and they took a very long time. And they just told him to finally release something. We can't keep funding this game that isn't released for 13 years. We're not Star Citizen. By the way, you guys have seen all the Star Citizen bullshit, right? I've kind of tried to avoid talking about it because I would actually give it a shot if it ever came out. My God, it's getting harder and harder to like to suppress the urge, just call it a scam. Let's see. Double Fine is now retained all right. But yeah, was Double Fine let go from Microsoft? I mean, good for them. I still don't think they're gonna make it. Double Fine, I gotta be honest with you, I'm honestly surprised they still exist. They have never had what you could call a successful game. Like, I think, like, Psychonauts 1 is about as successful as they got, and most of the sales of that game were when people bought it for like $2 when it was on sale. So they probably didn't exactly make much money off it. So I don't know if they got like an angel investor or something, but I don't know how they're kicking around, because their office is in San Francisco too, so that ain't cheap. And they just release shitty little games that no one plays. I hate to speak bad to them. I like sometimes what they do. I like that they exist, but I just question how they exist. Did a She-Ra teaser at the end of the Master of the Universe movie, but that movie wasn't great. I heard everyone liked the He-Man movie, or at least they liked the Skeletor more than anything else. So maybe they just need to make a Skeletor movie. That would probably actually do pretty good. Finally, something Jared Leto's in is worth seeing. Don't remember, was Psychonauts 2 good? I like Psychonauts 2. I thought it was a fine follow-up. It didn't sell very well, though. You wouldn't want a movie focused on Jared Leto? I mean, as long as you just see a skeleton man, you don't even have to think of Jared Leto. Considering how much everyone is hating the AAA developments lately, Double Fine, other indies may have a chance, but that maybe wish... I mean, I wish them luck. I don't want them to suffer. I just think that Double Fine as a studio, they always want to be AAA, but all their stuff just screams indie. But it's weird. They're not indie enough and they're not AAA enough. I don't even know what to call them. They're like AA that's trying to be both indie and AAA at the same time. I sound like I'm autistic right now describing it this way, but it's just how I feel about it. It's like it's hard to define what their content is. But they need to figure out their identity more than just like we're quirky. Watched Project Hail Mary on the airplane and you loved it. Hey, congrats. I have not watched it yet. Love the new He-Man movie, was just marketed poorly. They already greenlit an Amazon TV show for She-Ra's story. I still don't understand why He-Man and I guess She-Ra has come back into like the cultural zeitgeist. Like from like yeah, that's from a, like at this point, like that's that. I'll be honest with you, that was before my time. That's to me, that's about as shocking as like the Flintstones coming back and people really being into that. Like that was like from the early 80s, wasn't it, or late 70s? I don't know what it was from, but it's just like. it was a really shitty, cheap cartoon to sell action figures to kids, and it didn't really have much beyond that. So I'm not sure why all of a sudden. Was it really just like, you know, that animated, you know, TV show that Netflix, you know, put out there? I mean, what else can we bring back that way? Can we finally get, you know, well, did they try Thundercats yet? Gotta keep the copyright, I guess. I don't know if that's the reason though. Apparently it's like, you know, Mattel are making hand over fist in the action figure sales. They're struggling to keep up with the demand for He-Man. Warner Brothers is making a Thundercats animated. Okay, are we getting Voltron? All right, if we're getting He-Man, Thundercats, and Voltron, we're in a pretty good place to just, you know, pretend we're the 80s. 80s nostalgia. Well, I feel like 80s, and now we're moving into 90s nostalgia a lot. David Hayter is writing the Voltron reboot film. David Hayter, you say? Okay, does he get to ever reprise his role in that movie he was in where he played like a Japanese superhero? That was sort of like Power Rangers Guyver. We're gonna get a Guyver reboot. Miyoku, yo, 67 months, man. How you? What have you been up to? Where are you currently at in the world? You want Hasbro to bring in humanoids back? Like, what else can we just revive from the 80s? And like, you know what? This will work now. 6, 7, you say, huh? I ain't gonna draw out that 7 for you. You're gonna have to say that properly. That's a 6 and a 7. And that meme has been dead for a while. I know I'm saying it's been dead for a while, but it's probably been like a couple months. It shot its load. Getting a new Avatar. Yeah, Avatar is a modern series that's been going on since like the mid 2000s in some form or another. But apparently, I guess the Avatar movie was pretty good. You know, the animated one. And now getting a new TV show. I mean, there has to be at least 4 different like TV shows for Avatar. So you have one from each like, yo, nation, right? They're on Earth next. The final one will be a Fire Nation Avatar guy. RoboCop and Inspector Gadget need to make a comeback. Well, RoboCop is a movie more than it is a TV show. I know there was like a really shitty TV show for RoboCop back in the 90s, but I mean, I would down for RoboCop to come back as like you can make a really, really good RoboCop primetime, you know, seasonal series. Because like, why not anyone do that? I don't know. But yeah, why not? You know, Inspector Gadget, that had a good run of movies like in the 90s, right? 3 Avatar films were canceled to save money, but one of the actors called Paramount out because they would have been anti-fascist, and Paramount doesn't want to do that anymore. I'm very confused. Aka Dart Starry lol, what? Let's not tempt the gods in nostalgia, shall we? Well, I ain't tempting shit. I'm just like speaking to the reality we find ourselves in. We might as well like try to figure out what we're going to be seeing, because original ideas don't get made anymore because they cost too much. So it's only stuff we know will work. I mean, they're already remaking Harry Potter, for God's sakes. And also now they're moving into making manga and anime movies. Like we got One Piece TV show, we're getting a Naruto movie. Wouldn't be surprised if they tend to live action Dragon Ball again. Or I don't know, or who knows what they'll do. You talking about the live action RoboCop TV show? I'm talking about the animated one that was for kids. I didn't know there was a live action RoboCop TV show, actually. Yeah, okay, all right, chat, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get Knight Rider again. That's right, Knight Rider's coming back. For those of you who don't know, Knight Rider was what made Charlie... Was it Charlie? It's like... Was it Charlie Sheen, or is it that guy that goes to Germany and sings songs? I forget his name. He had a talking AI car, the Hoff. Yeah, Chris Hasselhoff. Thank you. He had a talking car that was like an AI machine, and now we live in a world where you actually can have a car that talks to you. So not only will you be able to like watch Knight Rider, you will be able to buy Knight Rider, and it will not be as good. David Hasselhoff. Look, I have not paid attention to David Hasselhoff's career as much as other people have. I may be a millennial, but I'm a millennial that doesn't always like a lot of millennial obsessions and jokes. Amazon did greenlight a RoboCop series recently. Well, there you go. You know, if they want to do something to make everyone happy, I don't know if, you know, anyone at the rights could come together, but if we could ever get a Terminator versus RoboCop movie, the healing could begin. All is all I'm saying. We've got Alien versus Predator. I know those movies sucked, but we can finally get the RoboCop versus Terminator thing going. You know what? That would rewrite what happened with Harambe. All right, that's what I'm saying. The universe would click back into the proper path. Look, it takes extreme things to make this work now. All right, that's just how it goes. I was confused by Knight Rider. Is it just the name of the show? Or I think the car is called Kit or something like that. I don't know. I never watched it. It was like from the 70s or 80s or something. But it's kind of shit. It's just like here's a talking car that drives itself. Now we have that technology. It kind of came out, it came out at a time when people were thinking in the 80s that AI was going to be, take over the world. There was a few decades early. Favorite 80s cartoon? From the 80s. I'll be honest with you. Most of my favorite cartoons were like in the 90s. I think Ninja Turtles started in the late 80s, but I didn't start watching into the 90s because I'm a 90s kid. So maybe that one if it began in the 80s. Otherwise, I don't think I have any. I mean, I saw Transformers a couple times. And that was pretty alright. Favorite 90s cartoon? Alright, I'm gonna give you some options. Some of them will be like, you'll be like, the fuck? And some will be like, yeah, I hear you, bro. Alright, obviously Ninja Turtles was damn good. Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls. Beast Wars was incredibly good and overlooked for like a Transformers thing. Beast Wars was fucking awesome. I guess The Simpsons counts as a cartoon, but it's weird to think of it as that. I have King of the Hill. Look, I'm spoiled for choice, all right? You can't just have me choose one. There was a lot of good shit in the 90s for a kid. Pokemon, Samurai Pizza Cats. I mean, I'm joking about that last one. The best Transformers series. I still tear up after Dinobot died. Sacrificing himself for the humans, the early humans, the monkey people. That was like some of the best writing I've ever seen in what was a children's animated cartoon. Like, tell my story to those who listen. And like, fuck yeah, we will. I learned how to be a man from that dinosaur robot. Samurai Pizza Cats was on. You realize, Samurai Pizza Cats got a game recently? Also, Dr. Baby, how you doing? 64 months. Thanks for having me over last night. I appreciate it. Next time I'll do a rendition of Thunderstruck. Yeah, Dr. Baby actually hung out with us last night. He was at the karaoke. Have I ever seen Reboot? I did, only briefly though. Weirdly, that show only came on right before I had to leave for school. Living out in the boonies means that I had to get up very early for school, so I didn't get to just sit there and watch like the early morning cartoons. So I would catch it when I was very young. I'd catch like an episode of it. I didn't know what the hell it was because it was the first 3D animated show, and I was like, this is weird looking. But I would watch it, and I didn't really understand what any of it was about or was going on, but I do recall watching it. How about Animaniacs? Well, not Freakazoid. I didn't like Freakazoid. Animaniacs and also Tiny Toons was fucking incredible. You endured the worst rendition of Tool Sober you've ever heard. Oh, come on now. You can hear way worse. Out there, definitely. Another cartoon that was overlooked that was basically there to sell toys, Mummies Alive, but I liked it. Which cartoon did you watch that you would say was the most cracked? Cracked as in like insane stuff happening? Or like not making it in terms of most cracked, it'd either be Ren and Stimpy, and Rocko's Modern Life. I guess you could say Aeon Flux as well. That's another one. Those are kind of like the most cracked that I'm thinking of. Was it Mummies Alive? Basically just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with mummies? Yes, and in San Francisco instead of New York. Aeon Flux was too ugly to watch. Well, it was definitely a weird looking thing. And as a kid seeing it on MTV is like, what is this? And why are they just like making out with tongues all the time? Also, Sabakweir, Sabakwiser, thank you for the follow. Did you watch any of those adult cartoons, the ones filled with social commentary, relationship drama, and a whole lot of swearing? You mean anime? I don't think I did, not as a kid. I mean, I remember seeing a few things here and there, but I don't recall many of them. Like Aeon Flux was kind of like that, and a few other like MTV level like cartoons were like that. Did I watch Angry Beavers? I watched Angry Beavers and liked it. I also liked and watched Cat Dog a lot, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. A lot of good dog shows. Do I remember Liquid Animation? I only ever, when it came to MTV animation, it was really just Beavis and Butthead, the aforementioned one earlier, Aeon Flux, and the one where I forget the name of it, but there's a dude who had a gigantic brain or a big head with an alien living in his skull, and I cannot remember the name of it. Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. Lucky really liked Space Ghost. I was more into Hunger Teen Hunger Force. Daria, yeah, Daria was good. Peter Chung's trademark was anorexic characters with lots of G strings. Yeah. I mean, hey, he had a style and is recognizable. What about DuckTales? I'll be honest with you, I really only recall the theme song of DuckTales. I don't remember much of. I remember the main character, and well, I know what it's about, but I don't remember a single episode outside the theme song. I'll tell you another good TV show I watched. Weird is a Disney thing. The Aladdin TV series was awesome. I remember watching that all the time. Love the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. I remember that being on like a cable TV show I would watch every once. It's like from like the 50s or 60s or something, right? And I was like, what's going on? Who are these people? Anime you were talking about last night was called Death Parade. Death Parade. No, I've never seen it. You a Rocco fan? I've seen many episodes of Rocco's Modern Life. Exo Squad. One of my Exo Squad sisters in chat. Exo Squad is like Metal Gear Solid, only for like selling toys to little kids. Like I can't believe that got made, and they you know what they're like, people would get this like intense hardcore space war racism cartoon for Saturday morning shit. Yeah, Exo Squad didn't get nearly as many seasons as it should have. Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are another set of 80s properties. Well, yeah, that Transformers I knew of. I know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles began in the 80s as a comic. I don't know if the cartoon was in the 80s or not. You guys remember the Ninja Turtles cartoon when Michelangelo stopped using nunchucks, right? That's when things started to go wrong. When he was not allowed to use nunchucks anymore. Because that was too violent and kids might bring nunchucks they made from broomsticks to school. Your message got cut off. I meant to finish it off with that won't die. They keep getting rebooted. Well, eventually the rebooting thing will eventually wear itself thin. And that'll be the thing no one wants anymore. Ever watch Eek the Cat? I think I watched it, but I don't recall ever liking it. Ed and Eddie. Ed and Eddie is a fucking classic. Which of those three short-lived Sonic cartoons was the best? Sat AM, The Adventures are under... For me, it's the one that's like, Blue Streak speeds by. I think that was the second one that didn't have Steve Urkel voicing it and talking about it being, touched in there's no square. And eating chili dogs all the time. I just remember, like, that fucking theme song slap, bro. Remember Oogie and the Cockroaches? Samurai Troopers. Don't remember that one. Oh yeah. If you're wondering why I look different, I'm having to wear my new glasses as opposed to my old glasses. They finally fully broke. I have to wear my big, honky, newer prescription glasses. Can't just go to wearing the old ones anymore. It is what it is. They serve me well. New glasses, I mean, I like them too. They're not as comfortable for sitting at a monitor, though, is the problem. I'm going to have to figure, like, maybe push my monitor further back. But, you know, I've noticed that my eyes get a little bit more strained while wearing them. No more Gucci. These are the Gucci. It's my other glasses, my older ones that finally broke. Four kids butchered. Are you talking about One Piece? I remember when One Piece fans were just constantly shitting on four kids and blaming it for why Naruto was more popular in America. They used to be very upset about that, you realize. That's why I don't take One Piece fans seriously. And no one else should. They can like what they like, but you should always have a good chuckle. They were kind of right. I just think that at the time, ninjas were just more popular than a pirate anime in America. And also, One Piece is one of those things, it's like, unless you're set down to watch 1,000 episodes, you're probably not going to be that into it. I like Archer. I've never actually watched Archer, actually. Never have. I think I've seen a few clips from it. Just so you're aware, chat, I am in a decent amount of pain right now. It's nothing to be worried about. I've spent like a good chunk of my day yesterday putting together a dining room cabinet. And for any of you who put furniture together, you know, like a dining room cabinet is like the Dark Souls level boss encounter for like, you know, assembling furniture. It's like lots of doors, lots of drawers, it had to be several hundred pieces and hundreds of screws and, you know, locking joints and all this other stuff. So my fingers on this hand got a little sore. And also I dropped something else on my big toe. I dropped a bench that I'd put together for Lucky's office on my toe, and it is extremely bruised and very tender. I also dropped a piano on my foot. Not a big piano, but a piano. How many pieces were left over? Not a one. I put that thing together expertly. Only thing that I didn't use was the wall mounting kit. You know, the little like clamp they give you to like screw it to a wall. Didn't use it. Poor Dart. I mean, I'll live. I didn't break anything. I just know that my big toe is the thing that hurts the most. Saying four kids didn't horribly censor all the meaningful violence scenes. Oh, they did. They butchered it. I'm just saying that I don't think it would have mattered too much. I don't think at that time period, during the mid 2000s to late 2000s, was the time where One Piece was going to catch on. And at that time, it was like Naruto and Bleach. They like ruled the roost of like, yo, Western anime. Even as that Resident Evil ripoff Damer. Yeah, that was actually a gift from Bio. Yeah, four kids gave us Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, so, you know, don't hate them too much. Did you yell out like Tom and Tom? No, I actually don't get very loud when I injure myself. I do more like the silent sucking in a breath while berating myself for like fucking up. And just like do something for a few seconds. Just to like, yo, I don't know, I've never really been like a big screamer for like sudden pain. You recommend never playing Daymare? I mean, I can play it if I want to. I'm sure it's not that great. Are we gonna make a Zen rock garden? Probably not. No, we have more. We're currently like I put together all of our deck furniture a few days ago as well, and it's very nice. And we're doing a few other things, but we're currently working on our herb garden, and I mowed the lawn today, so everything's the lawn, the entire front yard area is kind of like coming together. I got to do some like work on saving a rose bush in the next day or so. Got to cut some stuff that's growing out out of it to make sure it doesn't get choked out. How big is the backyard? We don't have a backyard. We have a big ass garage instead of a backyard. We have a front yard. We're on a corner lot in this town, so we just have like our front yard, and we have like a massive upper deck and a lower deck porch, and then we just have a side deck, and then some gardening spots, and then like a garage. So it keeps, we have more than enough to play with when it comes to yard stuff, but then we also don't have to do too much. Like, like I mowed my entire lawn in like probably 10 minutes today. And that was with an electric mower that just doesn't run that fast. You playing Halo 1 of the Master Chief Collection? Not a bad way of doing it. Not a bad way at all. Four Kids did a good job with 2002 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, mainly because that was an original show made by them, and for some reason they didn't censor much. Literally had a character who continued to lose body parts after almost every failure till the end. He was a brain in a robot. Wait, was that Krang? When I think of something and it's in a robot thing, it's Krang usually. Where are you supposed to go in Halo? If you're talking about Halo 1, if you just look at the floor, they usually have painted lines on it if you're getting stuck in hallways. And then they also put waypoint markers up for you. Baxter Stockman? Oh yeah, that guy. It's a quality house owner. You gotta stand and observe the lawn. I mean, I just make it sure it looks nice when I come out. I'm not gonna sit there and look at it. Have you had to throw out anything from your fridge or pantry due to all the recent food recalls? No. Nothing from what we buy normally. Did you like the Golden Age, Family Guy, or American Dad? I was never huge into Family Guy. I watched the first season. It's like, pretty good. I didn't like lose my shit over it like some other people did. I was more into Futurama and like King of the Hill at the time, which I considered far better. No, Family Guy just didn't appeal to me that much. I watched it and enjoyed it, but then I had my fill of it. Yeah, I know about Yu-Gi-Oh's censoring. They had to say the Shadow Realm whenever he killed someone. So much so the Shadow Realm became a bit of a joke. The buzzsaw that sends you to the Shadow Realm instead of the buzzsaw that fucking kills you. I think actually the whole Shadow Realm thing became such a meme that it actually got mentioned in the actual official lore and like the Japanese show, that they started using it as well. And so I remember reading that somehow, that the Shadow Realm actually like leaked into the Japanese version. Family Guy has always failed to make me laugh. I mean, I'll be honest, I've laughed at some Family Guy jokes. I mean, people, there's plenty of quotable shit in Family Guy. Look how many people still be quoting, it insists upon itself, Lois. You know, that shit. That's probably like that's probably like a peak Family Guy joke. That, or like the him going, like there's times when it happens moments. It's just like, it's also incredibly formulaic with its characters, and they never really surprise you any. Be plenty of Family Guy clips, some of them. Well, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I still don't know how Simpsons is running. I never see anyone talk about it. I never see anyone post anything from it. Or clips or like, viral moments from it, but it's still out there. There's still episodes of Simpsons being made, and I don't know if anyone's watching it, but it's happening. I mean, it has to be making money. Yeah, they're making another movie. I have not watched an episode of The Simpsons in like over 20 years. All right? I think it should have been ended a long time ago. Remember the Hercules movie with Dwayne Johnson? Well, he's too small now to be Hercules. Now that he's off the roids. You don't know a single person that was like last night's Simpsons episode was made. Not since the 90s, no. No one ever talks about it. But it's out there, and there's like a new episode every week, at least once a year. Dave Bautista is confirmed to be playing Kratos for the TV series now. I wouldn't get too excited over this God of War TV series, to be honest with you. It seems like it's turning into a mess. Kratos on Ozempic. Yeah, isn't Dave Bautista quite small now too? Like after he got off the roids. A lot of like former like roid heads are like shrinking down a lot right now. The ones who claim they were never on roids as well. Like The Rock. You still quote my eyes. The guy. Well, Simpsons memes are still quotable. Like there's still a reason. It's just there has not been a good Simpsons meme since fucking I don't know what was the last good Simpsons. I don't know. Honestly, the last time I heard about anyone talking about The Simpsons is when Pooh was apparently going to be cut from the show because it was considered racist and it had to be canceled. I don't even know if that happened. Pencil Bill said that was like fake. That's the last time I heard anyone ever talk about anything happening on The Simpsons. My favorite VN. Can you tell me what a VN is? Visual novel? What visual novels have I actually played? I mean, I guess Snatcher would count as a visual novel. So that one. I think that counts, right? I've not played many visual novels. Most of them just don't interest me too much. What is Snatcher? It's a Hideo Kojima game about Terminators and Blade Runners and that steal people's bodies and impersonate them. Remember, I did a video on it, Doctor. Well, then again, it is a Patreon exclusive video, so you might not have seen it. When was this? This was like back on the Sega CD. That's how it was one of his earlier games. He basically ripped off Blade Runner and Terminator to make it. You don't saw that? I played through the game on stream and I made a Patreon video on it like last year. So become a member of that Patreon, everybody in chat. You know, if enough people do that, I gotta make Persona 4, or it was a Persona 5 into a game video. You have to scroll on Reddit and learn Rosetta Stone Japanese. I think I'm good. You have to look, well, you didn't see it. Yeah, it's only on Patreon. There you go. You missed the content you're paying for. New Silent Hill game looks pretty. I saw the 15 minutes of the gameplay of Silent Hill Homecoming or Townfall. Yeah, I like Hey, everyone liked that PT thing, and that was all in first person. So hopefully it sticks because it looks like it might be pretty good. Snatcher is just Fallout 4 before Fallout 4. Well, we would just call that Fallout 4 is just ripping off Snatcher if we instead of like insisting that. Now I'm just confused because I know there's like synthetic robots pretending to be people in Fallout 4, but what makes Snatcher so memorable is that it's obviously ripping off Blade Runner and Terminator. Have I watched The Boys? I have not. I have not watched The Boys. I just know there's like stuff about dick explosions in it and stuff like that. Does your Dreamcast, does my Dreamcast work? Yes, it works. And that TV works as well. I played Dreamcast on that TV, in fact. I'm eventually planning to mod that Dreamcast so I can hook up an HDMI like directly into it and play it on modern TV as well. Or who knows? Maybe I'll just leave it over there or something nice. Didn't The Boys end up? Apparently the Boys ending is pretty terrible. You commie robots will never take away our human right to racism. Never. Was that one of my lines? Because damn. You know, when you guys spring lines on me that I've said, I'm like surprised I'm that good. It's like, did I really write that? It was from my snap. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I vaguely remember it. It's like, man, I do come up with some fucking zingers, don't I? Favorite Seinfeld episode? None of them. I've never watched. I was a child when Seinfeld was running, and it looked boring to me. I wanted to watch cartoons. So I never got into Seinfeld. Had to remind you of your impression of Goofy and Silent. Look, when you make as many jokes as I have over the past like 12 years, you don't get to just keep them in your head, even the ones that were really good. You have to make room for new stuff. There's no room in that short-term memory up there. So I just made jokes in the 007 video that I don't even remember anymore, and I just released that video. Gosh, are you Maria? To quote Dartigan, "God damn, I'm funny." That isn't something I've also seen people quote me a lot saying for me, like in the video. It's like, you guys realize that was like a joke I threw in there because I couldn't think of anything to say. And just like that whole like, but you have a muffin thing from Life is Strange that people still to this day quote to me. It's like, but you have a muffin. The nature of memes is like bewildering, even to the ones I've created. Do the goofy laugh. Well, do I normally laugh as Goofy? I thought I would just go Garsh. Garsh, Sora. I haven't practiced my Goofy voice in a while, so it's pretty lousy. Garsh. Garsh. Now I'm just practicing it now. Garsh, Sora. Metal Gear. So now I'm just making him sound too southern. I gotta watch some Goofy. Actually, I made this observation last night, chat. How many of you realize that the Goof Troop movie with, Goofy and his son is really just, Disney's King of the Hill? Gosh, that boy ain't right. He just wants to bond with his son and he just can't figure it out. The fuck is going on? I'm saying Garsh a lot. Does someone, Disney owns King of the Hill now? Of course they do. Does anyone go up to you and say, "Sup, pilots"? No one's ever done that before. Most people only know me from my actual content, not the old days of making Titanfall stuff. Make a new Kingdom Hearts 4? Yep, and it looks terrible. Which Goofy movie? The one where he's on a road trip with Max as he wants to go, like, there's this redheaded girl he likes, and there's like a musician that he's going to go pretend to be. Would you be happy they made a Titanfall 3 game? Yeah, Titanfall 2 was a damn good game. They should have already made one by now. That should have happened a while ago, but I guess Apex Legends kind of like sealed that game's series of fate. If I ever meet you, first thing you'll say is "Sup, pilots." We both know that's a lie. You won't remember to do that. You thought Kingdom Hearts 4 was going to be an anime? I mean, I think Disney has to okay anything Kingdom Hearts does, so it's possible, but maybe eventually. Why does it look terrible to you? What, Kingdom Hearts 4? It doesn't look like it's learned anything. That's why it's looking terrible. It looked, to me, it would just look too much like Kingdom Hearts 3. It's going to be, here's a handful of Disney worlds, primarily like the more recent ones from 3D movies, that are just going to be like shoved in there. They're going to be like Cliff Notes version of the movie that don't even use the villains because they, for some reason, can't use the villains in the Disney worlds that they use. And then Sora is going to be kind of awkwardly inserted into the movie. And then after those are over, you'll go back to Nomura's original characters in original world. And that's going to be a fucking mess. That's going to be terrible. That's where it's going to get real bad. So you're going to have half-assed Disney worlds that are not, using this, not to the same quality as the movie. And then even worse, Nomura worlds and characters. And it's going to be a convoluted plot because I thought they wrapped everything the fuck up in 3. How do you still have more to do? What is Kingdom Hearts now? I thought they already discovered the mystery of what Kingdom Hearts was. It was a big fucking thing in the sky. The X-Blade, Leonard Nimoy, a bald dude who turned into 13 like Twinkie anime dudes. Fuck if I know. I can't even explain it to you. I said approve everything Square does. Kingdom Hearts 3 also is supposed to be the villain for the Frozen world, but Disney felt that would have been... I mean, she kind of is. She does like nearly destroy her country and kill her sister, but she does that accidentally, not wanting to. It's like just because her power is out of control. The villain in that movie was just like, just shows up in the game as just like the prince guy. He just like kind of creeps into a scene with a sword and then just gets beaten. Yo, what's up, Jacob? How you doing? Never played a single Kingdom Hearts. The concept of Disney meets FFF never appealed. The first one's very good. Remember when we said fuck Konami? I do remember when I said that. And you know what? I'm glad to say I don't have to do that anymore. In recent past 2 years, they've been I gotta give them credit. They're trying. Like Silent Hill 2 remake was good. Silent Hill F was a nice experiment, even though I didn't end up liking it that much. I appreciated what they tried to do. And I still was interested as fuck in what they were doing before it came out. Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, solid game all around since it's just Metal Gear Solid 3. Silent Hill Townfall, looking good. I'm just hoping that, you know, when they do try to make a new Metal Gear game, that's going to be the real test. If they can actually make a new Metal Gear game, not a remake, without Kojima. So we'll see. Low standards. I mean, low standard at still giving you positive results is a decent standard to have. It's better than nothing, like which was what they did for years. They didn't make anything except for like a soccer game and pachinko machines. What do I think of Blood of the Dawnwalker? I saw some video footage of it today. It looks good. It does just look like The Witcher to me, though. I'll be honest with you. It's like this is just straight up Witcher, which is not too surprising, and I'm sure that'll be good enough. Let's see them do a new original game. I mean, I'm just waiting to see them try to make a new Metal Gear game, more so than an original game. Silent Hill F looks pretty good. It looks good, but it doesn't really land very well. It's way too much combat. The new Townfall game looks much better. What games did you sin in the Patreon? What games have I sinned in it currently? The most recent one was a Dino Crisis video, and I'm currently I'm now working on a Mystery of the Druids exclusive Patreon video that's going to be out hopefully very soon. I'm going to start, you know, my script. The first draft of the script is already complete, and I'm going to be like working on the next draft of it starting tomorrow, actually. And my goal is to have that out as quick as I can, so I have that, you know, Patreon covered, so I can work on, you know, the next wave of like massive releases. But yeah, Dino Crisis was the most recent one, and then I've covered Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 3, Shenmue, and a couple others, as well as some DLCs. And I've got a few podcasts up on there, and some cat photos. Of which I have a lot of photos I got to post to Patreon soon of both my wedding, cats, you know, all sorts of stuff. Your motto is to be skeptical of everything until proven otherwise. Being hyped for anything in hopes of anything being great will lead to endless disappointment and copium. I understand this logic and I'm guilty of it myself. However, it doesn't make you a very fun person to be around. I will be honest with you. Eventually, people just don't want to like hang out and talk with you because you're just constantly shitting on them, getting excited or something. So if you want to, like, that's perfectly fine to be skeptical. However, just be sure you're never telling someone else or like never putting down someone else's excitement, or else you will find yourself just like posting on Reddit and being like a horrible person. So be wary. Something you gotta be careful of if you want to be a constant skeptic. Because it can lead to you just being alienating everyone around you. If like it's like, what do you want to talk about, John? And like, I don't know, everything sucks. Nothing's good anymore. And they're like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna go then. Jack the Ripper DLC from Assassin's Creed Syndicate. The thing is, I barely recall the stuff that happened in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, so I feel like I'd like just forget details that would like help me sin that game properly. Used to be that guy. Everyone has their cynical face. Blooper Team is doing Silent Hill 1 remake. Yes, they are. That'll probably come out next year, more than likely. You use Reddit, but you're always trying to be optimistic about new things regarding things. I mean, I just, you know, I use Reddit, but I rarely if ever post on Reddit. Either like comments and replies or like links to anything. I'd rather just like, you know what, let me find something interesting to kill some time with for 30 minutes and not get dragged into some Reddit arguing match. You wish Kill Bill had a video game? Well, it doesn't have a video game, but there is like an indie studio or like a AA studio that made a game called Wet, which is about as close as you're going to get to Kill Bill the video game. Yes, it's called Wet. Never tell other people not to be excited for games they hope would be good, but tons of hype brain consumers have told me shut up. It's going to be the best thing ever. I mean, I'm sure there's some people, I mean, well, if they're telling you shut up, what does that mean? What were you telling them? If you're saying, if you were agreeing with them or just saying that's cool, man, you like what you like, then they wouldn't have to tell you shut up. So just be wary of, like, you know, you gotta be careful what you're saying, because, you know, it's all right for people to be excited over things too, is what I've learned. It's never a good idea. Just like no one should be excited over anything. There are legitimate things to be excited over, even when it comes to content. Yeah, you'll never be disappointed if you're cynical all the time, but you also never really be like elated or excited when you get excited for something and you carry that wave all the way to the release of it. So I, even as cynical as I can be sometimes, I still let myself get excited for things. Excuse me. It's just that I, keep that mostly to myself and try to still approach it logically. It's like, I hope for the best. Nice glasses. Well, I've had these for like over a year now. It's been my other ones, my old ones, they broke on me. So I had to wear these all the time now. Hmm. You have depression, you don't have to be excited for anything. I mean, well, depression does keep you from having joy and dopamine response. Bro, Uber Spider-Man AP, the Uber Spider-Man app. Look, I've said it multiple times in every Spider-Man game. That app is the dumbest thing they could have come up with to try to connect with modern day people. Hey, if I were a supervillain like the Green Goblin, I would just like, help me, Spider-Man. I'm at 4th Street. Come quickly, I'm being robbed. And then, like, when he gets there, boom. Unless they're going to try to tell me that Spider-Man's danger sense activates even when he's just reading a text on his app. Like, danger sense. Oh, this is clearly fake. Sorry, that's a bit of a tangent. It does? That's fucking stupid. Didn't Green Goblin do that in the first movie by starting a fire? I mean, villains have set traps before, but it's usually by doing something like that. With the releasing of a Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app, like in the games, it would be incredibly easy. And also, people would abuse that to troll the fuck out of Spider-Man. They wouldn't even be putting him in danger. They just make up shit. And also, how the hell do you get that on your phone? That'd be a massive liability legally. Like, yeah, let me just have my, like, call an illegal mercenary app on my phone. You ain't getting that on the Apple Store. That's illegal as fuck. No way that's regulated. Is danger sense just psychic powers? I ain't even seen a spider do that shit. I mean, it basically is a low-level psychic ability, yeah. Because I've squashed many a spiders, even when I don't want to. Their danger sense didn't activate. To be fair, there are lots of free movie and TV show apps on the app. Yeah, but none of them have you, like, calling like an illegal, vigilante to your location to stop, a crime that, it may not even be a crime. Spider-Man doesn't have a law degree. He might just like show up and like, fuck up things, make it worse. Like, what if you like someone, you could abuse the hell out of that and he's just gonna take your word for it. Kill Bill is in Fortnite. Everything is in Fortnite. You're probably in Fortnite. What do you think all the flock cameras are for? So they can scan you and put you in Fortnite. That's the actual conspiracy. Do I have a favorite starter Pokemon? I think I always went with Charmander. Every time. Help me, Spider-Man. I'm being abused. Yeah, man. Then he shows up and like, either like nothing's there. You could waste Spider-Man's time with a bunch of false reports. Look, actually, if you were a villain, you could like misdirect Spider-Man. Like, send him like a report that there's like a mass killing going on in like Manhattan when you're actually about to commit a crime up in like Brooklyn or whatever the fuck. And you just want to distract him for an hour so he can't get to you to stop you. I'd use it for that if I were a criminal. Are you saying that Dartigan is playable in Fortnite? I haven't been scanned by any flock cameras, so not yet. I better be paid for it too. My spirit animal was a sloth. That's already been determined. Daredevil has a law degree. That's actually, in terms of like superheroes, makes him the best at actually doing what he does, because he actually understands the laws. I think he's like a DA too, isn't he? Sloths are cute. They are. They always, big smiles and all that. You'll never come across a depressed sloth. He's a defense attorney. All right. Makes sense. Peter Parker never had the makings of a varsity athlete. Well, he did once he got the superpowers, I'd say. Doctor Doom's powers are mad science, dark magic, and most important, diplomatic immunity. Megalomania, too, and lots of money. He's basically like he's like all the villain tropes in one, kind of. He's kind of like Albert Wesker of if Wesker was in Marvel, he'd be a Doctor Doom. He just got so many cliches that it rolls back around to being entertaining. And he's egotistical enough to be, make himself like the star of every scene. Hello, Dart in chat. Any good games coming out aside from Wolverine? Yes, actually. Here, let me pull up my schedule to let you know what some of those good games are. Just in another week, you got Blood of the Dawnwalker, Onimusha, then Wolverine, then Silent Hill and Control, then get the Gears of War E-Day, then Phantom Blade Zero. Then obviously in November, it's kind of stark with just Grand Theft Auto, but hey, it's looking pretty decent. Plenty of stuff coming out over the next few months. Avengers useless in Sony Spider-Man games. They have the tower there, but they never do anything. And we might also get Ocarina of Time remake. I'm imagining in December. You remember Trap Gunner? Trap Gunner. Nope, never played it. Yeah, shit, I still need to play the Star Fox remake, don't I? This has been a weird year for Nintendo as well. They released a Metroid Prime game, a Star Fox remake, and now possibly Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. When are they going to make a remake of 64? Like Super Mario 64? Waiting for Gamescom? Yeah, there's probably be some good announcements there. But that'll be mostly games coming out next year. It's really just Star Fox 64, but again, I mean, that's probably what Star Fox fans wanted, honestly. Though I'd heard the new Metroid Prime 4 wasn't that great. But they also remade Metroid Prime 1 too, so... You don't think 64 needs a remake? Okay, Sunshine then. Mario Sunshine. Let's get a remake of that. Great value, Scott the Woz looking. Hey. Just because I need a haircut don't mean I'm like ripping off someone else's look. I got way more hair up here. Give me credit. I'm just shaggy right now. My hair grows incredibly quickly even after I get a haircut. It feels like I get maybe 2 weeks out of it before it starts feeling too long again. Shouldn't Nintendo remaster Super Mario Odyssey? I mean, they just made a movie, but Galaxy, so I'd assume that would be more likely. You're excited for Control Resonant? It's looking pretty good. However, I think that game is going to not sell very well. I don't know. I just have a suspicion. I think it's going to be a good game. That's what that developer usually makes. But man, do they struggle. Sorry if you sound like an asshole. Let me assure you, you did not sound like an asshole. I was just trying to give you some advice of things I learned over time. That if you don't want to just alienate people around you, you can't be cynical at all times. You do have to allow yourself some excitement. It's just what people expect, and there's nothing wrong with it. So what if you end up getting disappointed by something? That's not the end of the world. A little disappointment ain't gonna kill anyone. Now, it's better to just let your, here's my actual advice. Excitement is a good thing. It is fine to get excited for something. However, don't let that excitement lead you to spend a bunch of money on something before you know the actual quality of it. So be excited, but still have reservations for not getting it if it ends up not being what you want once it releases. That'll do you well. Talk positively about something that you actually think, okay, this looks like it might be interesting. And allow yourself to get a little excited for it. But Still wait and just check it. Don't put down a pre-order. Don't know if you watched the Netflix Daredevil, but what do you think about it? I have not watched it. Not seen even a single episode. Ever played Golden Axe? Yes. Played it, like there's actually a barcade right up the street from me that I think has an arcade version of Golden Axe. And I played it on Sega Genesis when I was a kid. I mean, I'll always prefer other games to it. If I want to beat them up, I'm going to go with Streets of Rage 2. You know, I should stream Streets of Rage 2 playthrough at some point. It's like one of my favorite, like, Sega Genesis games. Netflix is releasing a Golden Axe mini cart. Golden Axe, huh? Are you releasing the GTA 5 Sin just the day before GTA 6? Sadly, no. I do not think I'm going to be able to get a GTA 5 video out until after I make a GTA 6 video. Sadly, I got the whole moving thing during the summer. It basically ate up my entire summer and slowed down production of content. And now we're getting into we're like about 10 to 12 days away from like a deluge of finally games releasing. Like the next couple months are actually pretty packed with like games I want to play and make content on. And if I wanted to do GTA 5, I would have to cut out like several of those. My plan is just to release a bunch of content to make up for like the lack of content for the past couple months. So I'd rather release like 3 or 4 extra videos than just one GTA 5 and then follow that with a GTA 6 video. So my plan now is do GTA 6 as soon as that comes out in November, and then sometime early next year, do GTA 5. Streets of Rage 4 is decent. I played that. It was actually pretty good. It's no Streets of Rage 2, but it was still decent. Also, chat, I think I should get this game going. I know some of you are here for that. So I'm thinking, would you send GTA 5 with its online, or I would only send the single player thing. I would not send the online stuff. How long does GTA normally take to play through? It depends on which GTA. If you're talking about GTA 5, that's a good 30 or unless you rush it, it's about 30 or 35 hours, I'd say. But the older ones obviously don't take as long. They're more like 20 to 25 hours, usually. You'll always love the Dart monologues. I've gotten quite good at them, huh? I should get someone to start clipping me and like posting those clips to like places. That's how you get real viewership for live streams. It's all about clipping these days. Because no one like gets interested in a stream by random chance anymore. Remember you're watching me send Red Dead Redemption 2 and that woman bathing Arthur suddenly appeared and I was in big trouble? Oh, was your mom in there watching with you? Or a girlfriend? Or grandma? Or maybe it's just really scared your dog. I don't know. You want a new Mortal Kombat game. I think that developer, NetherRealm, because it's owned by WB and they've sold off their entire gaming division, so I'm not sure how that's going. But I think they're working on a new Injustice game. Or at least they were before everything went to shit. So, this game, we were playing this last stream. I was liking it, and it's not too long, so we should be able to finish it tonight. Excuse me, the nipple bridge? I didn't know that's what it was called. Alright, we're in the Clown Casino, by the way. It's a good place. I'm assuming. You want Mortal Kombat to go back to being goofy? Are you sure you don't want Mortal Kombat to lecture you on the morality of things? Like, I think Mortal Kombat is superior when it's actually, like, high-minded and, like, you know, serious. And, like, trying to teach you stuff about humanity and, like, the struggles of everyday man and woman. Rather than just ripping people's dicks off and, like, shoving them up their ass. Come on now. No one needs goofy, lighthearted, non-serious entertainment. Oh shit. Dick up their ass. I don't think that fatality's been made yet. Where someone got a dick up their ass. But give it, you know, maybe one day. Hold on. I'm going back out. Goofy for Mortal Kombat. Goofy would be unkillable. I've seen that man survive some horrendous bodily harm. He's a toon. And everyone knows you can't kill a toon.
Don't get weak knees now, Vince. I'm so close, Charlotte. Just hang in there.
This guy's character sounds a little bit like Jacksepticeye if he smoked a lot. Clussy Eno Royale, huh? Just find it funny, for years people were like, if MK wants 10 million sales, they need to get rid of the normal humans and soldiers and just have magic users. They did it for MK12 and barely sold a million sales. I think just, you know, also that game was just terrible. I think that game had lots of issues, not just like the content of like the fighting.
Welcome to the real boy station, where no strings are attached, sir.
I'll just sit on my money for time being.
Welcome, chap, to my clown casino. Based on my hilarious, titillating picture, clowning around Giggletown. Well, I thought it was funny, at least.
I can no longer take this man seriously. If I watched Invader Zim, I remember watching a couple episodes of it. I don't remember ever being into it, though. Though I do remember the guy being more interested in the fact that the guy who played Zim also played, you know, in, you know, the Psychonauts game, which I did like. MK12 try too hard to be an MCU. Yes, I said the same thing in the video. It was just so much bullshit. No one wanted this to be this multiverse gobbledygook. Alright, to the giggle coaster. Or maybe not to the giggle coaster. Hold on a second. Can't get up there.
Who's delighted? I'm delighted. Don't I love the part? It's that sweet, sweetheart of mine. Couldn't guess me, wouldn't.
Oh no, see chat. We fulfilled it.
It's all over. Yes, sirree. Got a way of petting that I love somehow. I got a way of letting.
What did you come into? The best stream. With me teabagging a clown and making a clown Aussie. Giggletown.
Clowning around Giggletown. Directed by VC Twister. Starring comedic duo Colin Nipples and Michael Flowers. I don't remember this one.
You know, I'm gonna start questioning the English ideas of entertainment. You agree? So it's true you do have a thing for clowns. Everyone secretly really wants to fuck a clown. It's been true for a very long time. I'm just speaking what we all know in our heads. This is a bad situation. Oops. First death? No, I think it's like my second or third. You know what? I'll be better prepared this time. shitty thing is I said they collect all my stuff again.
Hilarious, titillating picture, clowning around Giggletown. Well, I thought it was funny, at least.
Clown fetish started with ICP. I mean, we've all had our suspicions. I mean, I'm sure you've all had your suspicions of me, but there is truth in this. Where else would I have developed it? I mean, just look at those big red noses and those dead, soulless eyes. Who wouldn't? Who's irresistible? Oh shit, I can loot his body. Succulent hunker.
Clowning around Giggletown.
Grab my hunker.
Directed by VC Twister. Starring comedic
Terrible
duo
career choice, though.
Colin Nipples and Michael Flowers. I don't remember this one.
I got my marble gun ready this time. Five shotgun rounds, not too shabby. Ow, ow, ow.
Give me a kiss on the cheek. Can you help me change my diagram?
Clowning around Giggletown. Directed by VC Twister. Starring comedic duo Colin Nipples and Michael Flowers.
Why does he have laser guns? I don't, I'm shooting marbles. Or do you mean the clown? The clown is shooting happiness and joy at me, that's why. Have I played the Avatar fighting game yet? No, I'm not very good at fighting games, so I usually don't, embarrass myself.
Clowning around Giggletown. Directed by VC Twister. Starring comedic duo Colin Nipples and Michael Flowers. I don't remember this one.
Making a bold prediction, MK2 is going to be the influence point for MK games going forward, like MK95 has been for the last 90 years. MK2 is going to be the influence point. You mean the movie that just came out? I mean, we actually, Lucky and I just watched that movie. It was alright. I mean, I'll still take the 90s Mortal Kombat movie over it.
Charlotte, I'll be at your door tomorrow.
It did have good pacing, though.
That said, and I won't take no for an answer, you'll be staying with me until you've found your footing. I'm happy, truly happy to have you join me and my sister.
Did I watch The Raid yet? No.
I've already
What's The
prepared
Raid
a
about?
bedroom for you, fresh sheets and all. As for me, I'll be perfectly comfortable on the living room sofa.
One big apology for MK2. I mean, was it? I mean, it was made by a completely different, like, it's a different medium. It's a movie versus a game. It's something, I mean, it clearly it was more interested in being, what people wanted it to be versus that fucking horrible MK1 game that no one wanted or liked. So in that regards, yes. But also, I don't think they were intentionally trying to do that. I think they just wanted to, like, hey, people didn't like that piece of shit. Let's make something other than that. Because I don't think they also had the budget for, like, making a movie like that. Like a big multiverse thing. Also, that guy that dies to Shao Kahn in the movie that has, like, the tonfas, was he the main character of, like, the first Mortal Kombat movie that they made, like, a couple of years ago and people just wanted him gone? It's like, get rid of this dude. So there's like, yeah, kill him off. Have Shao Kahn, melt him. Raid is an Indonesian action movie where a SWAT team raids a drug department tower and it becomes a bloodbath. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen Indonesian films before. Interesting. He's blamed for a lot of the hate the first movie got. Now, why did they introduce a brand new character instead of using all the characters they had? That would be like one of those weird things. I did like the noob Cybot fight. That usually you would not normally expect to see in one of the movies, but the noob Cybot fight was pretty good. They want Johnny and Kano both in the same movie because they didn't want to overload it with comedy, but then they did. They had Johnny and Kano in the same movie. It was fine. Are you replying to me, or I think we're like all having a conversation with each other right now? Yeah, we need a companion cube. I really don't want a clown ever ripping me any new holes. Sorry, it keeps autoing to you for some reason. Oh, well. We'll make do. Ooh, new gun. They end up making a third MK movie. Can Raiden do something this time? I will say this about the Mortal Kombat movie. Raiden being an Asian man was wrong. I'm sorry, Raiden is meant to be a white dude who dresses like an Asian man. Always has, always will be. We're not handing that one over to anyone else. Raiden, I mean, is supposed to be a fucking white dude at this point. It felt weird. And I secretly think everyone agrees with me. You get a kick out of the Big Trouble Little China riff. I mean, they did a good job of referencing other things. However, he needed to be an actual white dude. And phone calls hurt. I know I'm on a stickler about this, but it just felt weird. I'm just too used to, you know, Raiden as being, here's a white dude who's like really loves pretending like he's Japanese. You're fine with Raiden being Asian. This ain't even like a race thing. I just like, at this point, he's been a white dude for so long, having him be anything else is just really weird. That's why another reason I didn't like 12 so much is they're just like, what if Raiden was like not a god and now is actually just, here's he is like an Asian dude. And then they also bring back the old Raiden at the end. He's still a white guy. Save me, Vince. Raiden isn't Asian? No, he's always been just a white dude. Even in like the very first movie and also the second movie, he was a white dude. In the games, he's always been like a white dude who dresses like he's a, you know, Japanese god. The bubble gun. Why did a Chinese couple name their son after a Japanese god? I don't really know Raiden's history of how he became the god of thunder. Maybe he was, you know, He was like a European, I don't know. But I don't really care either. He's just a white dude. He's not really a Japanese god in that game. He's just like the god, the defender of Earthrealm. He just has a Japanese like god name. Because I guess it's, you know, this guy looks like a Raiden. And his best friend is a Fujin.
I'm gonna rip you a new hole!
Am I supposed to be gambling here?
He's a welcome! I'm gonna rip you a new hole!
These clowns aren't being very clown-like.
Yeah, the clowns are Yeah, the clowns are
Jesus Christ.
Get over here! Give me a kiss on the cheek! Good work.
No prince is coming to save you now.
Again, his one-liners don't make any sense. Like the criteria for Raiden should be if he's Asian or white, he should at least use the Electric Fly movie. He should be screaming, "I need my money" for Johnny Star the Car or Samosa. Are you talking about like the weird like people like here like the onomatopoeia of when he like yells like when he, I'm a little confused, but you know what? I'm thinking it's funny. Back when you bought a game and you got what you got, oh, that's gonna be our boomer stance, isn't it? Back when I was a kid, we bought games that were actual physical discs, and we liked it. And it meant something. You own the game, and now the game owns you. Now change my diaper, or whatever the fuck you do when you're old. How am I doing? How is Charm doing? I think she just got back from rehearsal at the theater, as well as grabbing a few groceries, but we're basically nearing the end of putting our house together. It's kind of the way we want it now. I think the only thing left to do is like we have some decoration, and that's it. Shit.
Howdy do, chap. You'll never guess who asked to speak with you.
Please. Help me.
I'm coming, Charlotte. I think I'm almost at the top.
Just do whatever he says, Vince. Please.
I've got you.
Didn't you get your hand cut off earlier?
Please. Please forgive me. I didn't know.
Oh, poor little bird. Give her a hand, won't you, Vince? Before my twisted beast takes the other one.
You know, they also used to call me the Twister. For reasons. Alright, how am I looking gun-wise? Not good. How is this game? It's a solid little shooter game. Like, the story ain't impressing me any, but you know what? The gunplay is pretty fun. That was me stress testing the game's particle system.
Mr. Twister buries his legacy.
And then do
VC
support.
Twister's third feature film, clowning around Giggletown, makes Mermaid Memories look like an instant
I saw
classic
booklets and manuals came with the old PS2 games over the years.
Possibly the most expensive film of all time. The world
I do
was
I do miss their
small,
manuals. I used to read those a lot.
violent clowns only brought in £100,000 on its opening weekend. His overpriced theme park.
Some manuals were really good, some others weren't.
Boycott due to the perverse, violent nature of the film.
How did you get a world... Okay, I guess it was a movie, but back in those days, there was no worldwide release of your films. When is it supposed to be set? I believe this is set in like the 30s or 40s.
Another letter.
Said 1944 or in the 1940s.
Vincent,
GTA 6 better have zero glitches. It won't. There'll be many glitches.
thank you for the offer, for the kindness, for thinking of me at all. But I won't accept it. At least, the way you've proposed. You're carrying enough. So let me counter with something that feels a bit more fair. As you know, my brother suffered the same condition as your beautiful sister. Perhaps in exchange for a place to stay, I can be a sort of caretaker for your sister while I finish my pitiful screenplay. Now that's a solid deal, wouldn't you say? Charlotte.
1940s arcade
I know
machines.
you
Yeah,
will
the game's a
not
little
take the
strange.
couch. I'd happily sleep on the kitchen floor before I kick you out
It's almost
of your
like this,
own
just,
bedroom.
you'll
Especially during
just like a
nights.
concept turned into like, yeah, what we had like a Quake Bioshock game set in like a haunted carnival. But it's also Silent Hill 2 because it's all inside this dude's head. Alright.
Who's delighted? I'm delighted, don't I? It's that sweet, sweet heart of mine. Couldn't get me, never. It's all over, yes,
Would you like to hear a joke?
Oh, we got clown drones. This is way worse than a flock camera.
Can you help me change my diaper?
We all float down here.
on his knees. My good behavior just leaves me by degrees. When I wanted love
What? Look, clowns wear diapers.
Now we sit with no lights. It's unanimous now.
Yeah, I didn't tell you this was actually, it's said in Congress. You act like all holier than thou and act like you can't fuck up. Are you talking to me, Beast, or someone else? But no one is acting that way in chat.
And real good. Oh yes, his father has money, so it's just
But also, Beast, calm yourself down.
marriage. But we take the vows, so a little baby carriage. It's unanimous now.
Alright, key acquired.
It's unanimous now.
What's up? What's up? WoW is constantly the most miserable person in this chat. It's alright for someone to be a little down right now or something like that in the world. Someone expressing like negative opinions is not necessarily a bad person. Especially when they just keep the conversation to like what they're talking about. Like that's probably normal. So, but please don't just, complain about someone having a negative opinion about something, because you've had negative opinions before too. I've made an industry out of negative opinions. But don't put someone on the spot for that. Alright, let's, increase damage.
Strings are attached,
Oh,
sir.
that's expensive. Increase the damage.
Power, more power. I ain't lying. You're looking impressive now.
Is that a gumball machine? Yes, and it does damage somehow.
Pleasure doing business, big guy.
He was, you know how, but he changed his maybe. It's unanimous
Alright, do we go this way or what's over here? I built a channel on negative opinions, mainly about, well, I built a channel on negative opinions, but then I'm also not that negative a person. So go figure. Also, Benefica. Hello, Dart. Happy Friday, and also thank you for 22 months of being a sub. Much appreciated that. Almost two goddamn years. No, things are fucked, but I'm growing and learning to not be such a downer. I understand. But also give WoW the same chance, or like whoever it is you're upset with, to not, maybe nicer things will happen in their life and they'll, be more positive about things. But having a, discussion about that thing is not a bad thing. So let's give everyone room to breathe sometimes. How about that? Just like everyone gives you room to breathe because you sometimes like to chat about the same thing a lot. Sometimes he likes to do the same thing.
Another letter to Charlotte. Charlotte, a deal is struck then. I'll see you tomorrow. But be warned, my sister is quite the handful. She doesn't take kindly to me, let alone a stranger. Vince. Oh, P.S. Too late, the master bedroom is yours. I'm already cozied up in the living room. This dusty couch is just too comfy to pass up.
Dart is an absolute ray of sunshine, except when Ubisoft pours a 3-hour video on a game that takes 80+ hours to complete. But as a max 10 hours of real content, well, I feel like I have a good reason to be upset. But God, yeah, there's a few things that can like trigger me more than that. Just wasting my time. Like when I feel something's deliberately wasting my time and it's an experience I paid money for, yeah, that gets my gander, as your grandpa might say. Ow. Okay, that is not the gun to use against them. What? Suicide clowns. We knew it had to happen eventually. Did I just walk through a clown, Hyman?
Howdy do, chap. I must admit I feel a bit embarrassed. I see you've been studying some of my recent films.
That was actually a Clussy in game. Some mad lad rendered it out.
Fault. The studios, the producers, all they cared for was the budget. The budget, the budget. They didn't let me do what I do best. Filming the truth.
We're breaking the conditioning. Ooh, ha ha. Turning the frogs gay. Someone got paid good money to render the Clussy. Someone's like, just make whatever you want on this level, Steve. And he's like, I got an idea. Shit. That was unintentional. Feel bad because I feel like I had a setback by reacting that way. I need to be more understanding. Having a little compassion, understanding for even people who are like not on the same like emotional level you're on that day is a good sign of your own maturity. Because some people are allowed to have bad days. It's kind of necessary for like to have good days. Alright, we gotta do this section again.
And Charlotte, a deal about rewarving. Penis dust.
I just heard him say penis, and I'm pretty sure he said that. We're breaking the conditioning, but I kindly be more specific. Alex Jones quotes. Only now it's in a clown world. Ow. So that is a Clussy. What's up, Monty? Is this what it would be like to be shrunk down and find yourself inside a fleshlight? Weird thought, I know, but come on. What else am I supposed to think? That'd be a very weird sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Your Twitch account, and turns out you have 10 bits in your account, but the minimum donation is 25 bits, and you can't buy 15 bits. This is the type of predatory gambling they use in mobile games. Don't worry about it, man. Maybe one day you'll get some extra bits.
Howdy do, chap.
Yeah, you guys don't realize that just watching the streams helps more than you think. And if you can't, like, hey, if you really want to financially help me out, always make sure you have that Kick tab open, and you send a few chats over there.
They weren't my fault.
You'll make me a couple extra bucks stream if you just do that alone.
All they cared for was the budget. The budget, the budget. They didn't let me do what I do best. Filming the truth.
It's not falling to my death this time. Watching me on 3 screens because that way I can keep getting fun videos about how the Clussy isn't anatomically correct. You know, I didn't really examine the Clussy a minute ago to find out if it's actually a proper properly and accurately rendered clown classy. It has to be, if you're gonna render it, you gotta be accurate. Wait, it's back this way. Firecrackers. Light them, toss them, and enjoy this bloody spectacle. And that's why fireworks are banned. Ow. Oh, I mean, I had my suspicions that was gonna happen. You want a room like that? I bet a room with like crushing pistons of spikes costs a lot of money. Like, we never think about it because we see it in games all the time and it just seems like it develops naturally out of the environment. But think about how much that would cost in reality to have something with enough pneumatic force to like do this over and over like thousands of times a day with spikes and like set it up so there's a receptacle in the wall. That you're looking at a couple million straight to have your death hallway. Just for one of them. I didn't even kill you. More lawsuits than O.J. Simpson could process. It really only took 2 to take him out. Couple of million, at least I'm assuming you at least 4 to 5 million to have your pneumatic spike room. If I were a billionaire, this is the kind of stuff I would actually be making, just so I could like, hey, look at this sick shit I just made. I made an actual death trap house. This is also why I will never have $1 billion, because we can't have nice fun things in our reality. Once you wake up groggy and well, I didn't say I'd live there. It'd be like an art piece. There'd be like a safe path behind like glass, like plexiglass, that you could walk through and just see all of it. But it would just be like, here's all the stuff you see in video games made real. It'd be like the thing you buy tickets to. I actually ducked my head while going into that. Did you see that? I was like, eh. Keep watching streams so Dart can afford to build his. I mean, it's going to take a lot more viewers than what I normally get for a stream to make that kind of money. I'd need like every single person who regularly watches my videos, like a good 20 to 50,000 people, to just tune into all my streams. Oh, fuck. You know, there probably are some jawbreaker candies that could be used as bullets. Hello, baby. How you doing? Pretty good. Need some help? Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? It's back there. Ever send the game The Medium? No, I never got to send that one. But I did stream it and play through it. Never send it. Got reminded of it since it also ends up being, and it was all in someone's head games, huh? Oh, the quack attacker. Well, they did the shooter thing of giving me 2 shotguns. That's a sign of a good game. The good old double barrel. It even self-loads. That's an interesting death pose she has. You have colored your balls in big light. You know what? You know what? Why don't guys actually color their balls more often? That's actually like a cosmetic thing that we guys could do that would be unique to us. We need to start a movement. Like, start like, you know, dyeing those things. I don't know. It's doable, alright? Also, Jim, since Wolverine was in production for 6 years, announced 5 years ago, what is the earliest a studio should start promoting their game to avoid burnout of people losing interest? I usually think only announce it when you know it's gonna happen. If you announce the game and it ends up getting delayed and canceled a lot, that can be a death knell. So usually I'd say no more than 12 months is plenty of time to build up awareness and like a media campaign. Oh, so many freaking phones.
It's him! Good work.
Let's see. I feel like I should have like come down here and fought them all. They gave me plenty of ammo. Oh, I'm gonna use the bomb. Hello. Oh, hello. How you doing? Need some room?
Yes. Hello.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I got it. You keep doing your thing.
I'm just, doing clown stuff.
You do fun stuff.
Doing clown stuff.
Being an internet clown.
Being an internet clown, being a video game, clown killer, amongst other things.
I'm tired of being a homemaker.
We've been doing that a lot the past.
Yeah, being a homemaker is hard. Don't let anyone tell you stay-at-home moms and people who would just work on their house all the time aren't doing shit.
Oh, I've never said that because I know it's hard.
Yes, they're not true.
Say hello to Lucky, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry I've been away. I keep thinking that I'm gonna have time and energy to stream, but then I end up weeding all day or something.
Yeah. Apparently, Mary Dart is so cute.
Mary Dart is so cute. Love is an emotion in it, isn't it? Love is an emotion. It's
also
an action.
It's also like a massive power-up in anime. So it works.
It's also like a concept. Like the Greeks had 7 types of love.
It's a lot of love.
Yeah,
How do you
like
figure
agape, familial love, fraternal love, that kind of thing. Hey, everybody.
Ciao, Bella.
Hi, boss. I'm tired, boss.
Agape is an awesome word, says Nazar.
Agape is an awesome word. It's a really cool concept, too. Describes the love that I have for you guys. It's literally actually kind of describing parasocial love a little bit. Like, it's like the love that you feel for a stranger just because you're both human beings and you can relate to one another. Like, because you have a human experience together. That's pretty cool. Your church is named Agape. I have been to Agape Church Niceus. I was taken there on a date and I was duped into it, so it wasn't very good. But the Agape thing is pretty cool.
Agape.
If it's the same like mega church thing that I went to, like pretty crazy in Los Angeles. But a lot of churches are named Agape because this concept of like the love of humanity is pretty popular. Can you open this for me? I'm so tired. Like, I'm gonna fuck my nails up. Thank you.
There you go. White Claw delivered.
Smaller one in Maryland. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think you were part of the same thing. Yeah, this was like a mega church in Los Angeles. Oh dear. That a bunch of celebrities went to, and I was told we were going to brunch on a first date,
And they
He
were
took
like,
you to church.
he was like, I'm going to go to church first. Will you come with me? And
Oh.
I was thinking maybe he was a spiritual person. I'm into spirituality. I think religion is cool. Like I'm even if I don't believe it, like I will go and observe and be respectful and participate in a service because I think it's interesting to me. And then I was taken into essentially like an indoctrination.
Yeah,
thing. It was very weird.
That's a red.
I did not go on a follow-up date with this person. We never got to brunch either.
That's a red flag to me. If you don't.
I was so bummed we didn't get brunch. I was so looking forward to brunch.
I wanted that fucking brunch.
I wanted some pancakes and a mimosa, man, and you did not get that at the church.
No, they're not gonna give you mimosas there.
No. I did get to see Samuel L. Jackson's granddaughter, though.
Also, Toto, thank you for the 11 months of being a sub over there on Kick, by the way.
It was awful. I wanted some pancakes and a mimosa, Lucky 2026.
I mean,
that's pretty much me every year.
It's a pretty simple desire, honestly.
You know, for a first date, I think that's like a reasonable want, right?
Yeah, it's like fucking like a nice meal.
Oh, it's me.
It is like a mermaid. It's just without the fish part.
And like, that's me like in college. I used to be heavier. No, I used to be heavier.
You weren't like that at all.
Yes, I was.
That
Dude, I got up to like 140, which on a 5'1" girl was like pretty heavy. Like I definitely sat heavier.
I don't know. I've seen the photos.
I felt heavier.
Like I've seen the photos of you at that. You know.
I mean, it's all numbers games, right? Like 140 on a girl that's like a different height and a different bone structure. That's not gonna bother them at all. On me, it just did not work.
Yup.
Dart, get the woman some pancakes and a mimosa. I like you, Argents, guys.
I got her like
How
pizza.
are you?
I got her a pizza.
He got me pizza the other day when I was tired, and I was supposed to make. I've been supposed to like, just like I'm supposed to be streaming for you guys. I'm supposed to be cooking for my wonderful husband, and like, has not been happening. I have not been managing my time well. I'm so sorry.
Neither of us have much time for cooking.
Bad wifey. How tall is Lucky? No way. She's 5'1". I am 5'1".
Yep,
I lie on my resume and say I'm 5'2" to make height cutoffs for certain things.
You can pass as 5'2". I'm 6'1", so we're a foot difference.
If I had a nickel for every time I duped a woman into a date at a church, I'd still be broke. That's messed up. What's the grandest example of a parasocial relationship that you have all seen? For me, I had some people, one guy in particular, get very close with characters I was playing in an immersive show, to the point where they tried to make me break character by asking me on a date. That was a little uncomfortable. I think they were pretty drunk, though. This person. Never saw them at another show after that as well. But that was my most, that was like my, somebody fell in love with a character I was playing and then, like, attributed that character to my personality without knowing me at all. This person went to school with me, too. Like, they could have gotten to know me as a human, but they, like, fell in love with this person that I was playing.
This version of you.
Yeah, that version of me was, like, their trad wife ideal. Met this guy in college, 3 classes. Never spoke to the dude. You know what happened. He thought you were really good. Yeah, some people will attribute kindness. Like, I'm a very warm person, and people would be like, you're always flirting with me. And I would be like, no, I'm actually not. And they would be like, no, you are. And I'm like, flirting is an intentional thing. So you have to be meaning it to, like, do it. You can't, like...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't see how you unintentionally...
Unless they're just, like, so used to flirting, they don't even realize when they're doing it.
That's sort of what, like, people who wanted me to be flirting with them, where I clearly was like, no, I'm not, would say that I was doing. Because I liked to be hugging, like, I would like a friendly hug or something. Something that was clearly, like, a platonic thing. Because they were projecting what they wanted out of the relationship onto it. It became flirtation when I was very verbally being like, that is not what I mean by this behavior. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know, Twister never lies. Even his counterpart.
Well, hello, Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff.
The same fate.
For adults.
Smoking 3 whole cigarettes.
Damn, I didn't even see that. He's Wolverine with Stokes.
You know, Twister never lies. Even his counterpart.
Yes, Argent's guys. Some people are so starved for kindness that they take any kind of attention as flirting. I got that. I got told that I was like, by female teachers, that like I was doing that. This was before the Me Too movement, right? Like I don't think a teacher would say that now.
Probably not, no.
But I got told then that I was asking for it and that I should be more reserved and colder to people. Like it was like, I don't know, just like a lot of like, what were you wearing type attitudes. When I was like, no, I think it's important to have physical affection with people, to touch people's shoulders, like when you're talking to them, to like reassure. That's not necessarily like a sexual thing. But because at the time, Me Too hadn't happened, I had to take the blame for it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good. Oh, what are you wearing?
Oi, what you wearing?
Oi, what are you wearing?
Not very progressive, am I, when I talk like that?
Oh, now I sound like a creep. Oh, I'll buy you at a high. You won't be in a movie. I can make you a star.
Are they playing Monty Python Flying Circus music?
Maybe.
We've gone from Me Too to Resident Evil 4. Me Too remake. What did I wake up to? Oh, hello, baby girl. I'm doing an impression of the salesman, the sales guy from the merchant. Thank you. From Resident Evil. I knew that wasn't sales guy. Was not the sales guy. No, the merchant from Resident Evil 4. If he were commenting on the Me Too movement, because I was saying that before the Me Too movement, I got accused of being overly flirtatious, even though I was very verbally and clearly stating that I was not flirting, that I was just being platonically affectionate with people, or warmly affectionate, that there was no sexual bent to it. But this was pre-Me Too, so I got the, like, well, you come off that way, so it's your fault. Like, what were you wearing? What were you doing to imply something you didn't mean to imply? That's your fault. It was the time of blaming people for mixed signals being misinterpreted as opposed to the person receiving them projecting like what they want onto the relationship. Because we were talking about parasocial stuff.
Oh yeah.
What are you buying?
What are you buying?
The Resident Evil 2 merchant turned sleazy movie producer is not something I was expecting. Oi.
Boy.
What are you producing?
Boy.
I want to make a movie with a robot spider.
I was about to do the same thing. You beat me to it. Boy, that'd be $100 million this movie maker. You'll never. Oh wait, what about cats?
I want Will Smith starring in it. Jada's not allowed in it though.
Get Zendaya on the phone. She'll make the movie.
Boy, what are you filming?
Boy. People will buy it at a high price.
Watkins, what a great name. What are you mastering? I love this music. Very good.
It's a small probably like copyright free stuff, or that's like old timey, so it's in like public domain.
I'm getting Bioshock energy. I look like shit. Oh my god.
No, you don't.
So tired.
Chad, does she look like shit?
No,
Tell this lady.
Don't do that to Chad.
She does not
Chad, don't comment on that. Nobody answer. No, I feel, you know when you're really tired and you just feel grody? It's that.
You don't.
You hate spiders, I hate spiders too, J-Wolf. Also, J-Wolf, hi! How have you been, homie? Ooh, what are you buying? What are you buying, Ooh? Comment on that. Oh, well, what you buying? I'll buy you dinner at a high price. I came back to you two ooh-wooing. What the fuck?
I mean, that's pretty common.
Hi, Jim.
We ooh a lot.
Jim woo woo woo. Dignity, I see stock is low.
Dignity. You think you can't have that and be a streamer?
Dignity, thy name is woman.
Dignity, never had.
You're all right. You've been getting over sick. Oh, babe, I'm so sorry. Feel better. Complete global situation. Situation. Situation.
Complete global. Complete global 6-7. I almost made her do a spit take, chat.
That would have been right on your screen.
That's all right. Which way am I going again? I'm a little lost.
This is so Bioshock coded. It's like nuts.
Yeah.
Did this come out around then?
No, this is brand new.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks like a old Bioshock game.
It's just definitely
is it
trying.
Meant to be?
It's trying. It doesn't play like Bioshock though, but it definitely has the look of one.
Oh man, I'm so tired.
Should have been an exit somewhere that I must have missed.
Oh. Probably because we were up until like 3 a.m. and then I had to get up at like 7:30 to do an audition this morning. That's probably it.
That'll do it to you.
Yeah, I've been up for 12 hours. That's what it is.
Right there. Yep, we got up like 8.
Hooray!
How you'll be singing in Guys and Dolls?
No, I'm thinking I have an easy job in Guys and Dolls chat. There's some benefits to not getting cast the way you want, which is your work is a lot easier. Like, I don't have to memorize lines. I just get to wear fancy, sparkly costumes and do some silly dances and be a Spice Girl, essentially.
Where no strings are attached, sir.
What's your attachment style, stranger?
Alright, explosive.
You avoidant.
Look at you, chap.
Anxious?
Anxious, are you?
Or you secure?
Pleasure doing business.
You secure in your manhood, you stranger.
You have a couple. One's members of secure attachment and the other's anxious. Actually can help the anxious attachment style member. They can make a secure stranger. But you can't have an avoidant and an anxious attachment style together.
This is just the merchant if he's on a podcast.
I'm grifting stranger.
Like, listen, Joe. I got a few things to tell you about commerce. He is to find one man who's desperate enough to buy everything you sell, and you just follow him, stalk him everywhere he goes. Never sell him ammo, but give him all the guns he needs. He'll keep coming back.
So wait, so the merchant is a sugar baby?
Don't know what the merchant is. He's just like a businessman. What the fuck?
Them's are some naked ladies.
Big balloons.
They're big naked Barbie bodies.
Help me.
Oh. Pew pew pew. Link, the blood moon rises. Do a barrel roll. We're gonna be saying that a lot when I play Star Fox. I'm gonna get back to streaming tomorrow, chat. I'm pretty excited. Hello, Loki. Hello, stranger.
Oh, fuck.
I'll be back tomorrow, Star Fox chat. Come see me. You streaming tomorrow?
Yes.
Huh? Gee, yoink, Scoob. Is that meant to be her voice?
No, that's the lady we're trying to save.
I don't think I'm gonna finish Metal Gear Solid 2. Getting kicked back all the way to the helicopter ending kind of killed my spirit.
No, understandable.
I don't think I can do it again.
I just can't do it.
I have to go all the way back to the vamp fight. It's I'm so far back.
Wonder what happened to your save file.
I don't know, but it's gone. I think I saved over it or something. I can't do it again. I will go on to Metal Gear Solid 3 remake though.
1944.
I think there must be some kind of issue with like Steam with your computer. It's like doing a cloud. It's like Steam will have like a cloud save and your on computer save, and maybe Depending on how you leave the game, it's like replacing your one save with the other.
With the cloud. Yeah, I think it might be auto-save related.
Now, Dorothy.
But I'm not sure, honestly. I'm grasping. It's very strange. I was blaming myself for a while,
No,
but
it's
like,
happened to me.
you guys watched me save that last one. I know you did.
No. Lower your voice.
So I don't know why.
What did you miss, Zeph? We're just
Hey,
guys.
Zeph.
We're doing Stranger podcast.
I was just saying that
We actually do need to do a podcast for the Patreon soon. Now that things are
we should also do the video game since it's
Yeah.
time. We're settled. It's time. Zeph, I'm gonna be back tomorrow with my stream with Star Fox tomorrow. You are streaming?
Yes.
It's all right.
At 8?
I'm a friend of your brother.
What do you think, chat? Should I stream after Dart or should I stream from 5 to 8 before Dart? I have to teach until 5. Oh wait, no, we have a party. We're invited to a party tomorrow.
It's at 6, right?
Beautiful daughter.
Okay, good. Yeah, but it's right next door, so I can come right back and stream.
Charlotte, how did you do
Oh yeah, I guess we would be done.
Yeah.
So I'll stream after you.
Yeah.
Okay. Stream after? Okay, cool. Good. After. Great. Yeah, we made friends with our neighbors and they are musicians. They are in a rock band. And they're having a house show tomorrow and they've invited us over.
Yeah.
So we're gonna bring some beer we've been trying to get rid of since the wedding. And give that to them.
Yeah, might as well. Alright.
I do know that I've known Metal Gear Solid 2's ending for years. I read the wiki like hardcore. I don't mind spoiling myself on stories. I kind of like knowing what I'm going into because then I'm not emotionally surprised by what I see and I can process the art that I'm looking at. It has to do with the way I was trained in grad school. We studied a thing called Brechtian theater. There was a guy named Bertolt Brecht. He was a German expressionist writer in the 1940s. He wrote a bunch of really cool plays that you guys know, like Mother Courage. He did Three Penny Opera. You guys know that one. I'm sure you've heard of it. He was commenting on how fucking bizarre Germany was getting right before World War II. He had been influenced by a thing called Dadaism, which was all about being ridiculous, making art for nonsensicals sense. I've done a Dadaist piece before. It's very hard to do, actually, because there is no structure. It's
Dadaism is just shit posting for theater kids.
Yeah. It's trolling. It's theater trolling.
Yeah.
But it's also, it's like theater trolling if you have the heart of Sora and you actually are trying to be really like fucking forthright and earnest. It's very strange. Anyway, Bertolt Brecht was influenced by all of this. And so he did this thing where he would have a character come out on stage before a scene would happen and be like, yo, audience, hi. I'm here to tell you what's about to happen in this scene that you're gonna see so that you're not surprised by it, so that you can actually analyze the fucking lesson that we're trying to teach you with this story. Have fun. They were, honestly, Brecht was kind of like Dart. Like, it was sort of like theater sins or scene sins before you do the scene. Yeah.
I got clown shoes.
You're truly an internet clown now.
Now I can bounce.
You got Mardi Gras colored ones.
I can bounce.
Bouncy boot.
Bouncy boot. Oh.
So you guys are going to a cool rock party and you aren't invited? I mean, you are invited. I probably actually could just like wander in with.
For us, it's literally the right next door.
Yeah, it's next door.
Well, that next door that way. It's like our next door neighbors.
That's a double-edged sword. Spoiling yourself means you're less surprised. Also means you never get blown away by surprise or cry at a sad scene. That's not true for me. I have a lot of access to my emotions because of my acting training. So even if I know, like, I cry at the same phrases in music very often. And crying doesn't scare me. Like, when I cry, I'm like, oh yeah, my body's doing that thing because I'm having a strong emotional response. That's good. So I don't my acting training may just have like sort of changed how I perceive things a little. But it doesn't make it any less emotional for me, actually. Like, I can watch the ending of Final Fantasy X, right? And watch Titus walk through Yuna and cry every single time because I'm just moved by those characters and their connection. And the music.
Oh yeah, that helps a little bit.
What property of a clown shoe makes you jump higher on a trampoline? That's a good question.
Clowns can ignore physics.
The springiness.
Clowns, physics has no power over a clown. Well, they can fit so many of them in a car.
Ross Perot is the biggest spoiler in U.S. history. I loved Dana Carvey's impressions of Ross Perot. Sheba shabba sheba shabba sheba sham.
I barely remember Ross Perot.
Yeah. Biggest third-party candidate we've ever had.
Yeah, I remember. I was like a very young child when he was running.
I just remember them making fun of him, and he had a real hook nose and big ears. He's like Dumbo.
I remember my dad watching his like thing on where he had a bunch of like charts. He's like, charts. That's all I recall of him.
We get out of charts. Magic is involved. It did. It is. Good neighbor vibes, indeed. We're having a lot of that actually here. It's,
quite a few good neighbors.
Wonderful here. We live near a bunch of artists.
And plenty of stuff to do around us too.
Yeah, we went to. Did you tell Chad how we went to karaoke yesterday with Dr. Baby?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it was wonderful. We hosted the doctor, Chad.
Yes, we did.
We had a doctor stay at our house.
I think you're ready to meet me outside in the courtyard.
How about that? Catch me outside. How about that?
Me outside.
Funny clown song. Clowns are so fucking creepy. Why do they have their weird face paint?
I should have died in the 90s.
John H. Gacy was a scary clown. Is that his name?
John Wayne Gacy.
I said H.
I wanted to meet me out here, but I guess not. Wait.
Boing. I do like the Carl gun.
That's like my chain gun.
Chain gun.
Chainsaw.
Ripping your ass raw. Fun. I'm a good singer, thank you.
We've been working on our Fred Durst impressions.
I've been learning simple and clean in Japanese so that one day when we go to Japan, I can whip that shit out at a karaoke bar and like make the Japanese businessmen happy. I'd like to make them smile.
If they know that game.
Japan, Kingdom Hearts is a much bigger deal over in Japan than it is here. And it's a big deal here.
Bro. It's a big deal. Oh, well, also...
oh my god!
EXO-1, or I think I've been saying your name wrong previously. EXO-1, they give you the... Okay, that's a $200 super chat. Jesus.
Are you using us for fraudulent reasons?
No, I'm not even going to suggest it. I'm just like, damn, I can't, I don't have any $200 value jokes, I'm afraid.
Say hello.
I can sing you something in Fred Durst voice.
Yeah, what can I sing you a song, EXO? Like anything you want.
That's a pretty good deal.
I'll show you the state of simple and clean in Japanese that it's in right now. It's not ready totally, but it's something.
That is a very generous donate. Yes, it is.
You basically just paid for our buffet island that we just built.
Yeah.
Like some of the furniture that we built.
Plus, I got to play gas bill tomorrow too, and so.
I know you are. Oh, you want somewhere over the rainbow? Sure.
Oh shit.
Easy. Hold on. Let me go get my phone.
I'll be right back. So that one she's gonna be able to kill, by the way. All right, 1 second, chat. Let me assist in this situation. You guys are gonna get impromptu song.
You want the original version or the fucking like ukulele version?
She wants to know if you want the original version or a ukulele. I'm assuming it's probably the one from the movie.
I imagine the original.
That's what I just pulled up.
Exo, you rule. Thank you so much. I'm happy to sing this. Yeah, I'll like with the thing.
You want which one?
It's gonna be good. Probably that.
This one? All right.
Or actually, hold on. Try the Zoom karaoke. Original, no problem. All right, we just got a $200 donation, chat, so I've been requested to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow as a thank you, and I'm happy to.
You ready?
Yeah, let me hear it real quick.
There might be an ad first.
No, there's not. But... Okay. I might mess this part up. I think this sounds okay. If the theater kid's going to sing on my head out, you go for it, Skooks. We just got a $200 donation, and this is a request, so I'm absolutely honoring it. If you need to leave, you leave. You didn't just give us $200, so. Okay. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't
I have your white wall. There you go, Chad.
That's what you get for $200 is a very bad karaoke
Oh, that was
cover.
good.
Thank you so much, EXO. Can you, I don't know if you're a shy person, you don't have to share it, but why did you pick that song? Because we just saw that play, actually. You're amazing. I mean, let's be real, that song's just an amazing composition.
There's a reason why it's the most popular one.
It's like one of the most popular. Amazing.
No, thank you very much. The most important word I use in Japan is pronounced gomenosai.
Gomenasai.
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 What was I doing out here?
You're beautiful, Miss XO1. Hey, my LGBTQIA adjacent ally friendlies in the chat. What is like if I say Miss or Mr? What's like the term for a trans person? Is it like Majesty? Majesty could be fun.
Majesty.
Miss, Mr, and Majesty. You were out here looking for the final boss? We are. Hello, Pretend
Oh no, you said to meet him somewhere, so
You've just always loved that song. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
Poor Judy Garland, man. They were so terrible to her, and she did everything for them. I could do covers on my YouTube channel. How can I get away with that? I I'm happy to, but copyright's gonna come for me. So how do I will do it?
Well,
Amazing, you're amazing.
Well, copyright claims don't necessarily mean you get in trouble. It means you can't make ad revenue off something. So even if you get copyright claimed on it, it just means you won't earn ad revenue on it. But you can still like grow your channel and
So
popularity.
they won't.
No, you can do covers on YouTube and stuff like that.
Music covers are transformative. I saw some of the best covers of "I Really Want to Stay at Your House."
So the one way of doing it is if you wanted to make a channel where you like focus on covers, you could have, if you wanted to, you probably couldn't earn ad revenue off it, but you could do things like sell memberships, or you have a Patreon where people get like to make requests or get singing led, that kind of stuff. There's other ways you can monetize that
Okay,
stuff.
okay, cool. I didn't know that. See,
Yeah.
I'm still learning about content creation. Am I an alto? So right now I am singing a lot of alto, but I am technically a mezzo. I can go up very high. I've learned, let's see. When I was in school, I used to talk like this all the time. Like I lived here, but then I went to grad school. And they were like, actually, bitch, you're Emma Stone. So get ready.
Then the world.
So yes, but no. Judy, Shelley Duvall, exactly. Poor Shelley, man. What a great actress, too. But like right now, I'm learning Simple and Clean in Japanese by Utada Hikaru. That shit is for soprano. So like I have a wide range, but I live happily in mezzo and alto land, so a little lower. Boing.
Also.
Oh my god, Super Expert!
Super Eggy Bird, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships over there on Twitch. Anyone who got themselves a membership from Super Eggy.
Do you want a song too, Super Eggy Bird? Christ.
Yeah, would you like a song, Super Eggy Bird?
Deadhead Fred, what a great name. Covers are fine, it depends on how you do it. Amen to that, Argent. A bad cover is a bad cover. But then you get really amazing covers like Obida Parker's cover of Hey Ya by Outkast. We all know. Hey ya, hey ya. You think you got it? Oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it when there's nothing at all. Well. We all know that song, right? That song, when you break it down and you listen to the Obida Parker version of it, which is more of like a folk, like a slow folk song, the song is actually incredibly sad. It's about a couple like divorcing.
I happen to like y'all picking the Chinese chicken.
You want bare naked ladies. Who wants Carry On My
No,
Baby?
I don't. I'm not making the request. I'm just saying I like it when you sing that.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have it done sticking, your brain stuck sticking. Watching X-Files with no lights on. Donna May's on. I hope a smoking man's in this one. Like Harrison Ford, I'm getting frantic. Like Stingum Tantric. Like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. I don't make films. But if I did, they have samurai. You get a set of better clubs than tiny nubs. Like, oh, wait, no. You get a set of better clubs, the irons with tiny nubs. So that my eyes aren't always flying off the back swing. You get in tune with Sailor Moon because that cartoon's got the boom anime, babe. That make me think the wrong thing. Only I said anime.
There's like every time I hear that song, I hear new lines I've never heard before, like the anime girl line. Like I've never known that was part of the song.
Oh my god, that's why I love that song because I was a big Sailor Moon fan.
Yeah, like every time I hear that song, there's like lyrics like, wait, was that actually always in the lyric? That there's like a Berenstein Bears kind of effect going on with that song. Like the lyrics seem to change in my mind. Any chance I could talk you into doing a BioShock playthrough? I actually, yeah, of course. I have streamed BioShock 1 and Infinite, and I streamed almost all of BioShock 2 until a glitch killed my run of it and wouldn't let me continue. But it has been quite a few years since BioShock 1, so potentially. Pretty sure I've streamed BioShock 1. But I do, BioShock...
You have, I've watched it.
Yeah, BioShock 1 is one of my favorite games out there. And it doesn't take very long either.
They played that song in
That's a spider statue.
Oh, absolutely not.
He's got a top hat. He's got a top hat.
He is a cheery gentleman, isn't he?
He's a gentleman
He's
spider.
a dapper spider.
Dapper spider.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Okay.
It's a new telephone.
You know, I can sing you the chorus of this.
Of what?
Carry On My Wayward Son.
Carry on my wayward
Or I can sing you the intro. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. I don't know the rest of the song though.
God damn, that's you. For what you do know, you just fucking nailed it. Bioshock stream because Ayn Rand wrote a book so bad they made a game to show why it wouldn't work. And then they made a sequel where they tried to do the same thing with like, communism.
What's her YouTube channel? It's Lucky_Charmsy. I'll be on tomorrow though, so if you just if you log on to Dart's stream tomorrow, he rates me after,
Yeah,
so
I rate her afterwards.
you'll come straight to me.
VC Twister,
I'm his after school
star of the
program.
once
Aw.
infamous Twisted Tower.
I'm like y'all,
Public appearance in
Bob
over a
Ross. You're like Mr. Rogers,
casting agent Gordon Milborn.
or however that would have worked.
Has officially
You remember
confirmed
George
the
Lowe? I
production has
don't.
begun for his new movie,
Your
Return to
intonation
Twisted
and
Tower.
accuracy is crazy.
An even more
Really?
shocking
Thank you.
revelation.
Who said that?
Twisted disclosed that he has been diagnosed
But he's
with
right.
Pharmaceutical. What a great name.
Because they're right.
just 4 months to live.
Pharmaceutical. I love your name.
And yet this lady didn't get to do karaoke last night. We just watched.
So when I go to karaoke chat, because you let me sing so often, like honestly, I want to go to that karaoke and I want to sing fucking Claire Obscure.
Claire.
But no, at karaoke I let other people sing. Like it's not my time. I get my time. Other people have to work shitty day jobs all day and never get to sing. So I'm not there to steal the mic
maybe they're
or
rich.
the spotlight.
Maybe they're like a rich nepo baby, and you should be stealing the spotlight from them, though. You never know.
He was the voice of Space Coast? Really? Haven't been on your stream. Oh, Super Eggy Bird, don't worry, baby. I have been playing. Oh, you don't want spoilers. You know what? Super Eggy Bird, tomorrow I'm going to be playing Star Fox the remake. So come on in. Don't worry about that. I am working on content actually. We actually have a really good idea. It's called Trad Wife Reviews.
Trad Wife, yeah, those would be like shorts, I'd imagine, though. Like shorts, yeah, because the joke works in a short format.
You don't think I can make it work in long form?
I mean, it's possible.
In 30-minute form?
Maybe.
I feel like
It's one of the things we'll have to experiment and see.
The girlfriend reviews are in 30-minute form.
Yeah.
She
So
doesn't just do shorts.
True.
Basically, we're going to do a spoof on the girlfriend video game reviews, but we're going to do trad wife perspective as sort of a satire. Think Stephen Colbert doing the like conservative commentator late night guy and sort of trolling it. That's sort of what I'm going to be doing with video game reviews. And I'll be dressed like a 1950s, you know. We'll have different eras of trad wife.
Different eras of trad
Yeah,
wife.
depending on the game.
Yeah, you can do that. Or nationality.
Yeah, Expedition 33 is incredible. But yeah, don't ever feel bad for not, like, please don't. You've got life going on, chat. All good. Brack Show ruled. Hey! 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 Don't touch me! My favorite song. I was singing that all the time in COVID.
Don't touch me. Might as well.
Actually, what I'd really love to sing at karaoke is Aerith's song, but no one will know it. People will be like, what the fuck is this shit?
The one from the recent game?
Yeah, love that song.
One that she like wrote in 5 minutes and kind
Yeah, I gotta say, I am a little concerned about encountering that session because I'm gonna have problems with that. That ain't how improv works. I don't care if you're an ancient. I'm sorry.
She just decided to write
and
that.
You don't write a Lauren Alred song, who is the singer of that song. I didn't feel that the singer's voice matched her character very well. I feel like Brianna White could have probably sung it fine.
Yeah.
I felt like Nobuo Uematsu wanted to just work with her, and they were like, fine, go for it. Yeah.
But yeah, that part was like, there's no way she wrote this and like, that quickly, and then also like without rehearsing it, got to go up and like give any of this kind of
Charm, have you ever played Little Orphan Annie? Yes. Guess how old I was? 37. I avoided that play like the plague, despite being redheaded and freckled. I never really liked it very much. And then finally I had to direct it for a kid's a school. And the way they did it at this school was they paid us very well to be in the shows, to put on a workshop presentation for our CFO, our CEO, and the administrative team. And they loved doing it. It was like their playtime because it was free theater and we were all professionals in Los Angeles. So we were all pretty damn good. And the first play that I did was Annie, and I played Annie and I sang Tomorrow. There is a recording of me doing it if you want to see it.
Might as well show it off.
Argent, the opening for Neon Genesis Evangelion is one of the karaoke songs I would also like to sing in Japan. Sankoku no tenshi no yuno ni shounen shinu nani nare. That was a little shrill, sorry.
No, that worked.
Nah, it was pitchy. Shinu nani nare. There it is. Sorry about that first one. Sankoku ke no da uedo to no no makami ne na Hashin Tero, something like that. Hashin Tero. Una nata. I know the ends of the phrases.
You know this song way better than I do, so. Do
you like Tennessee Williams' stuff? Yes, I do. I would love to be in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Or I'd love to play Stella in Streetcar Named Desire. I know everybody would think I want Blanche, but I'd actually want to play Stella. Frankly, because I've been in Stella's position before in a relationship, and I think it would be really therapeutic for me to play her. You wanted to work with who? You missed it? Bird, we were saying that the song from the Rebirth remake, or I'm sorry, from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the song that she sings, promises to keep the, I won't say that it was fate, I won't say that it was destiny. That one. This woman who sang that was the lead in The Greatest Showman, which was the musical that made put Hugh Jackman on the map and basically got him the role in Les Mis. And the role he had in the Les Mis film is the hardest male role in the musical theater canon. Jean Valjean is the hardest male role to sing. It's harder than Phantom of the Opera.
That's pretty.
It's insanely hard.
I remember you telling me that.
It's because his range is about a 3 to 4 octave range. It's insane. It's like Mariah Carey's
so not
range.
Too many people can do it.
Yeah, it's insane. Greatest Showman was, yes, Jim, you're correct. I thought it came out before it, but maybe I am incorrect, Darkfire. And if I am, I apologize. So maybe Valjean established what he could do for Showman. It was one or the other. Hold on, let me check. I feel like Greatest... Oh, wait, you might be right. That was 2017. Okay. And Les Mis... You're correct. I'm an idiot. It was the reverse. So his performance as Valjean established to the producers of Greatest Showman, which was a new musical, that he could handle that role. My bad. Thank you, Darkfire.
Another tape. Vincent's flat, 7 p.m.
Hugh Jackman and Hideo Kojima have something in common. They both made PT.
I just looked over and and Jim is telling me I'm not an idiot. I mean, I didn't think I was. What'd I do, Jim?
7 p.m.
I didn't know I needed the reassurance.
Russell Crowe, he didn't phone it in. He was just out of his gore. He was out of his league. Okay. So Russell Crowe.
We've had this conversation.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you mind if I TED Talk? I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. TED Talk away. TED Talk away.
I'm taking your stream.
TED Talk away.
Okay, so I apologize. I have said this to Dart a few times because we watched Les Mis together. He'd never seen it, and Les Mis was the play that actually made me want to be an actor, like professionally. So it's formative for me.
Oh goody, this one's exciting.
What the fuck is going on in this?
What's this?
Did she say something about Made Me Come?
The
Yes.
Twisted Tower. Haven't you seen it?
Not that I recall.
Well, it's only the best movie ever made. Won 8 Academy Awards.
Sounds like you're a bit of a, what do they call you? A cinephile?
It's my favorite subreddit.
The worst sort.
Brilliant.
So no, Russell Crowe can sing. He can sing, but he sings like alt rock, which is very different from the compositions in Les Mis. Les Mis is a Broadway musical, chat, but it's actually an opera. So you had Russell Crowe, who's singing like bad Cranberries covers in his band from Australia. singing
16th,
one of the harder male roles in the musical theater canon and essentially an opera. So you had a guy who was supposed to be singing like,
Let's see here, 7 p.m. on
let me see if I can even emulate it. This I swear by the stars. And you're supposed to have this garble. This is how Russell Crowe did it, chat. This I swear by the stars.
Sorry.
Which is, he raised the back of his tongue so high that he couldn't let any air or space. Like, Dart is going to confirm to you, you can see me doing it.
I need to run off for a bit to study.
This I swear by the stars. Can you see the back of my throat?
Yes.
Okay, now look. Could you see the back of my throat?
Well, is that... Yeah, your tongue's in the way.
My tongue is in the way. So that's essentially what happened with him, is he got so tense, the back of his tongue went from this to this, where his teeth were here. So that man was just like, the whole time. Now, the character he's playing is a really tense motherfucker. Javert is like, maybe actually a latent homosexual who can't deal with it and is actually in love with the guy that he's chasing his whole life. That's a very popular fan theory of this musical. There's some lore to support it. But he is one of the tensest ass motherfuckers in theater. So the raising of the tongue is actually, it could be a character choice. I don't think it was. I think it's because how Russell Crowe is compensating. But basically, they took that singer and they put him next to a guy that can like absolutely sing opera and kill it. So it like that just sucks, man. Like that was mean. That was mean to do.
They actually took the role because knowing that he would like be a,
Javier. Camembert. It was a cheese jar.
Look down, Javert. He's standing in his grave.
Oh yeah, like. Look down, Javert. You're standing in your grave. It's very operatic.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm a woman singing that. That's meant to be an octave lower and a dude with balls singing it. You know.
Gotta have balls to sing it.
Kind of do. Did you see Hugh Jackman sing Nirvana in
My songs have balls.
No. What? No.
What is it?
Listen to this sentence. And also, I'm having deja vu again. I think I dreamed about this too.
Okay.
Did you see Hugh Jackman sing Nirvana in the Peter Pan prequel?
I didn't even know there was a Peter Pan prequel. Peter Pan prequel is a hard thing to say, I just realized.
Dart has balls. Can he sing it?
What, the Javier song?
Look
down, Javert, you're standing in your grave. That's the best I got.
Look down,
Look down,
Javert.
Javert,
Good. You're standing in your grave.
you're standing in your grave.
Close, you were like about a half step under. You're higher.
You're
Too high.
You're
Close.
You're
Go.
You're
You're a little higher.
You're
There it is. You're stand.
You're stand.
You know how like I tell you about the Jaws theme and it's na 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 na. You're gonna go a little higher. So you're stand.
You're standing.
Go higher. You're stand.
You're stand.
Did you hear him do it, Chad? Fucking singer. He just needs some help.
And you can pay this lady to help you get those same lessons.
Well, okay, so what Dart was actually struggling with there was called pitch recognition. It's not that his voice can't do it, it's that his ear needs to hear the note he's got to sing and then connect that to the brain and then connect that to the throat. And that's hard to do. I love married Dart, so cute.
Was I not cute before?
I like that you flipped your hair like that to show that you were still cute.
Go ahead.
Do you need any drink or anything?
No, I'm all good. I'm fully hydrated.
You're saying some hard stuff there too, babe.
Oh, well, thank you. Not bad for a guy who just does corn speak. Then, you know, that's my normal repertoire. All right, now, I'm still like, they snuck an entire level in here. There's supposed to only be 2 left, but they gave me like another one. Y'all need your own Netflix rom-com, but would it just be like two people streaming and like getting up to antics, or how would that work? You gotta write this plot for me now. Like, I've seen them make your Netflix shows from less, to be honest with you. I don't need that food. Nah, thank you, baby. Yeah, I need to get some deodorant too. Yeah, I need to get. I still got some left though. No, I still got some left. I know, but I got some left. I know, but I got some left for another few more days. Do I know how much money Disney lost after they greenlit 30 COVID comedies about people being trapped in their apartments? I didn't see a one of them. I never even heard of any of them. So probably a lot, since I'm assuming everyone else had the same thing. When you say comedies, was it literally just how were they structured? Was it like a sitcom or what? Or is this like a stand-up? You're saying... No, you're saying that well, baby.
A little bit rough. Wish I'd done it better. I love Silent Hill for some reason because it's an amazing piece of art. That fucking thing is like literally a fucking masterpiece. Oh, you love Silent Hill 4 for some reason. I missed the 4. 4 was not a I thought you were talking about 2. 4 was not a masterpiece. However, 4 still had a lot of strong elements to it.
It is a nice concept. Sadly, they couldn't really make it work. Like the haunted parts where you're in your apartment are the best parts of the game.
He smells like Teen Spirit? What? Nuh-uh.
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
I see no reason why he couldn't sing that.
Imagine if the prequel to Peter Pan was Pan's Labyrinth.
I mean,
I heard some workers at the Dollar Tree talking about that film the other day because a woman wanted to name her daughter Ophelia because that was the name of the little girl. And this is how she described the film. Well, it's taking place during so there's a little girl and she's Mexican.
Oh my God.
And it's taking place during the Mexican-American War sometime. And in this world, there's a war between Mexico and America. And there's a fantasy. There's monsters in there.
I love this version of the movie.
I really liked that. And I told her later, I was like, you should name your... she was trying to think of a middle name for her daughter. And I was like, you should go with that name because Ophelia is actually based on a Shakespeare character. And I've played that character. She's one of my favorite characters. And Pan's Labyrinth is also amazing. That's where the name is from. You should totally do it. Go for it.
So, like, she, like, took every wrong, like...
I know. I was like, oh, she's so not right.
She just heard Spanish and assumed Mexico.
Yeah.
And America's, you know...
I know. I wanted to be like, so that was actually the Spanish War for Independence that happened in the 1940s under Franco.
And the fascist won.
Or was that not the Spanish War for Independence?
No, that was a civil war.
Civil War, sorry. The Spanish Civil War.
It was a bad time.
Yeah. Silent Hill 2 was a masterpiece. Hold on. Blowing Callan's head off with a duck gun. Exactly.
Somebody's got to do it.
If the kid lives in New Jersey, she could be Ophelia Gas Tank. Ayo.
Fill your gas.
Oh, fill your gas tank.
Okay, that's too good of a New Jerseyism.
But I can't fill your gas tank in New Jersey because it's illegal, okay?
Yeah, you gotta let the guy do
I
that.
can't believe I didn't. Oh, well. Some people in Spain still love Franco.
There's always a few people like that.
There's some people in America who still love the fucking Confederacy.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Got their asses handed to them. So bad that we took it easy on them at the end. So silly.
Yep.
Hey, Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Is that who we are to you?
Tom Holland Dartigan.
Charm Zendaya.
Lucky Zendaya. Zendaya Charmsy.
Some people still love Zack Snyder. That man made 300, all right? That wasn't that bad. That was just a fun action movie for like dudes and like straight dudes particularly. Because they could like, no, this is totally a straight movie. With all these like dudes with their rippling oil covered abs.
You talking about 300?
Yes. I think. It's a very straight movie for very straight men, and I got a slingshot.
How are you doing, Green? I put my my communist cat photo up today, and I thought of you actually.
Communist. Oh, I know which one you're talking
That
about.
we are going to the bathroom.
Anything you'd like to tell the class is that 300 is a good movie that'll blow your fucking mind, and it's totally straight.
It's okay that you looked at their oily abs and you thought about it.
Look, that's just not there to like
I
arouse.
thought about their oily abs too,
That's
babe.
just there to like, let you know like this is what you could look like if you like spent your entire life
Not
fighting-
drinking water.
Yeah, just preparing for war, and having slaves do everything for you.
Or hiring a, personal fitness instructor and having very, very particular lighting on you at all times, as well as post-production cinematography. I mean, if you just have that in your back pocket, you're gonna look great.
Like that, like 300 was just like the progenitor of looks maxing.
And in fact, it would be great too if everybody who looks at you could be from a very particular angle, all the same.
Just like never.
That would be
like,
great too for your eyes.
Yeah. They only get to look at me from one particular direction.
You also can have some contouring. A little contouring goes a long way. When I cosplayed Tifa, I absolutely contoured my abs and my breasts. No shame.
Gotta get a little bit of cold sculpting. Why are you not?
Wasn't Xerxes just a little too intimate with Leonidas? Well, I mean, there was a whole concept of in Greco-Roman culture of hosting. You were meant to allow people into your tent, to your home, without asking who they were. Actually, you were supposed to treat them as if it was Zeus in hiding. Very what would Jesus do behavior.
You never know when Zeus is gonna like show up and like test you and then rape your wife. This is what he does.
WWZD. What would Zeus do? He'd rape your wife.
He would rape your wife.
And eat his own daughter.
Yeah, and
then birth her from his headache.
Yeah, and they might kill you too, just for fun. So he's teaching you a lesson, though. He worked him.
Yeah, I think it's pretty established that that's not. It's a poetic retelling. It's a.
It ain't historically accurate, that's for sure.
It's a representation of what the epic poem is. Much like the Odyssey, which is not. Chat, I want you to listen to me.
Here's the way I
not a historical or period drama.
Here's how I'll describe 300 for everyone. 300 is what is the movie the Greeks would have made, the Spartans would have made as propaganda if they'd had movies back then.
Honestly, I don't think we got them right though. I think they would look at the way that we portrayed them and be like, that's fucking stupid. We don't do it like that. I feel like they would be like, nah.
Maybe not, but this is like, it's basically like Spartan propaganda film for like their glorious victory.
I am a huge fan of the Odyssey, Jim. I just am a fan of the best version of the Odyssey, which we all know is Wishbone's The Odyssey.
So you're about to say, brother, where art thou?
I mean, that's also, I gotta say, in terms of adaptations of the Odyssey, man, Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou is fucking incredible. It's fucking incredible. I can't even go into why that shit is so good. I will just say that I used several singing pieces from that movie because it's so fucking spot on for so many different things, because the Coen brothers got it so fucking right. Anyway, that's what happens when you let Greco-Roman art and theater history guide you. Because guess what's really balanced? The Aristotelian unities when you fucking get with, like, Greco-Roman epic poetry. Just done for you. It's sort of like doing Shakespeare, where, like, all the easy stuff is kind of front-loaded. People act like it's really hard to produce, but if you just do what's written, it's not that hard to get the audience to be like, shit, this is fucking interesting. Because it's worked for goddamn 500 plus years.
There's a reason you have studied in school.
I am popping off. Thank you. I am. I've had a White Claw chat, and I'm very tired.
White Claw energy. White girl energy plus White Claw energy.
But no, the best actor out there is Wishbone. He has the widest range. We all love him. Who doesn't love Wishbone? Tell me in chat.
Cats. The Jack Russell Terrier.
Who doesn't love Wishbone?
Cats.
Show yourself. White Claw, skin your ass raw.
Couple White Claws will have you breaking stuff. Break your fucking
can tonight. We figured out that Fred Durst is basically just doing an impression of South Park's John Travolta. The oh my god, that's Fred Durst. Chainsaw. Oh my god. It's the same voice.
Skin your ass raw. Oh, fuck.
You don't know who Wishbone is? Shit.
They might not be American. Give them a chance.
No, then they're young, and they're young. They're young. You're young. Okay. Chad, I want you to do me a favor, okay? I want you to go onto the Google. I want you to look up PBS's Wishbone. They took a Jack Russell Terrier, and they put him in little costumes.
They painted like a paw on his fur.
They did, and they made it so that he retells classic stories as the protagonist every time. So if you're gonna hear about Sherlock Holmes, he's gonna dress up. It's a Jack Russell Terrier in a Sherlock Holmes costume, acting like he's solving mysteries. So he's sniffing everything. And then of course there's some, modern day real life scenario stuff. Nobody cares about that. It's like the Power Rangers. Like, you don't care about their real life.
When you think about Wishbone, he's actually just self-inserting himself in all this fan fiction he's writing.
So basically, there was a computer game called Wishbone's Odyssey, and there was an episode, a TV episode of it too, where Wishbone, outdid Matt Damon and portrayed Odysseus and was incredible.
Here we have new milestone. The U.S. debt is now 40 trillion. Yay! Wait,
oh yeah, I read about that. They're talking about that a lot right now.
Big number, good.
My dad was freaking out about that.
Yeah, big number, good, right?
It's not one, but
Fuck
it's not.
Yeah, 40 trillion, bro. We're rich.
Yes, it is a self-insert fanfic for a dog.
Yeah.
It's a Mary Sue, but the Mary Sue is the dog, and the dog is actually just cosplaying as the main character anyway.
Think of Wishbone if it was a human instead of a dog, and it would just seem self-absorbed and obnoxious.
Get outclassed by a dog. Got him. Exactly. No, Wishbone is the best actor out there. Like, I have a master's degree in acting. Well, Wishbone makes me look like an ass. And Wishbone has played Romeo. Wishbone has played Robin Hood. Wishbone has played Odyssey. He's played all of the greats. I mean, Wishbone is better than Ian McKellen.
Wishbone never played Gandalf, though.
That's just because they didn't have more seasons.
Or Bilbo.
They would have done Lord of the Rings, and he would have been Gandalf.
No, he would have been Frodo. He was going to be the main character, so he'd have been Frodo or Bilbo, depending on which one it was.
I feel like you would have had to have him be Gandalf, too. He would have to be full.
They would just have some old man playing Gandalf, and he'd be playing Frodo. Like, I must take the One Ring in the Wishbone voice. Why haven't we actually... Does PBS even make shows anymore, besides the Sesame Street?
Yes, but they are privately funded projects, so it's not series the same way. It's like private donations will keep reruns of a series going on PBS. Yeah, basically the debt could lower our the value of our currency. I was listening to a podcast on this today. which essentially would make it so that we could not actually buy anything else in another country very easily, the way that we can now, the way that we are used to as Americans, and that essentially could result in us not being able to like leave here. How convenient for people if like mass incarceration for profit is the goal.
Not good. I guess big number, not good.
As somebody who's worked in the prison system and seen them kind of prototyping that system on like troublesome people, I could see that being a motivator. Because it does seem like the goal right now is to depreciate our currency and make us dispossessed of buying power.
A lot of people very unhappy, including the rich people.
Prison system is totally fudged, especially the for-profit one. That whole for-profit thing don't work out so well for a lot of civic things like healthcare. Healthcare. Did I mention healthcare?
Once or twice. It's an important thing, you know. Oh, that those were cigarettes for a second. Took my opportunity.
He shaved. Don't you tempt me with a good time, Dixity. Imagine free healthcare. Don't you fucking get me excited.
I have to pay like $150 for mine tomorrow.
Fun. Default like Greece. Yeah, it does feel to me, I've been saying this for a while, it feels like they're trying to turn us into USSR Russia. What everything feels like to me.
It's not say USSR, but just, what is it? Current Russia. With all the oligarchs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said post USSR,
Yeah.
like just after, where like they didn't have any international buying power ever.
Yeah.
Yes, Silvers. I read that. I heard 98 cents, so it actually lowered. That sucks.
Let's go back.
Collapse. Yeah. When I was thinking about it, because Dart and I are, you know, we're in a home, we're married, we're thinking about having kids. So I'm thinking about the future a lot. And I was like, man, wouldn't that be the ultimate, vengeance? To get back at the whole generation that made your life so hard by making their children's lives hard.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks to even think about.
Well, it might not come soon. There are things that we can do. Certainly.
Queen Elizabeth.
Wow.
I think. I'm not sure.
Look at that volume. Somebody used their fucking swab.
Howdy, chap. Quiet, woman! Have you seen the posters for my upcoming film? It's currently in production, and I've got to say, at first I was worried that a film void of my, dare I say, once chiseled, youthful face would likely be a flop. But now I'm hopeful. Perhaps my legacy and this dreamy park won't die with me after all.
Hey, Dixie, how are you doing, man? Chatterinos. You had an Italian spin to it. This doesn't look like a very romantic Ferris wheel.
I liked the one we went on better.
Yeah.
We had a really romantic Ferris wheel ride
Yeah.
at Electric Forest.
Nice.
That was nice. They stopped it at the top for us, too.
That they did.
For like a while.
Like a minute or so.
Yeah.
Welcome to the real boy station, where no strings are attached, sir.
Hey, Doctor's here!
Yeah, he's here earlier. Yeah, welcome back.
Hey! You played a little AC4 remake. How did it go? We were talking about Assassin's Creed all together today.
Oh, yeah.
Pleasure doing business.
I agree with you on that, Soul Sister. I make that comment frequently. And it's interesting that you said that because JD Vance today, or recently, was talking about that and saying that he thinks that the national debt is not owed to us, and that the currency being high, that the global capital currency being our currency, is making us all lazy. And that we need to have it lowered so that we can learn to manufacture our own goods and get some work ethic.
It's good logic he's got.
Isn't
there.
that great that he thinks that about everybody else, but not him?
Yeah, good
so
logic. Sound institutional.
Go
logic.
fuck a couch, exactly. Don't tempt him with a good time.
Yeah, that couch is not consented.
You leave the couch out of this.
No consensual couch.
Go suck a massive couch. Again, you're tempting him with good times, guys.
He has done so.
Guys, you should be offering him a blowjob from like a dining room chair. That he wouldn't like that. One of those steel ones. One of those cheap IKEA ones.
Come here, pretty boy.
Yeah. Go fuck a stupid Horgan set. That's what you want to say. Go fuck a sectional. Reminds you of adult Haley. I disagree with you because I've actually met Haley Joan Osment, Soul Sister. He saw a play that I was in Los Angeles. He was friends with one of my castmates and came to support her. And he is lovely. I had a cigarette with him afterward, and he's just a real sweet person. He's totally Sora. Like, he just wants to be friends with everybody, his friends are his power, you know?
Friends are my
He's lovely. Well, with such a gracious audience member, too. Like, dude's been to the Academy Awards, and he was like, you know, we were the stars that night. He was lovely. Okay, if JD is like him, then JD is like the devil version to Haley Joan Osment's angel version, because he's just a sweet, sweet boy.
I got guns in my tummy, and I feel like shooting you.
Yeah. Also, thank you for that.
Question for Lucky. Hey, Pope. What did I think of Keanu Reeves' performance as Johnny in Cyberpunk? That's a good question. I thought that he did an okay job. I don't blame him for my reaction to the character. Let me put him that way. I think that Johnny was not a well-written character. He was one note. He didn't have a character arc. There was really no change. I felt that Keanu Reeves brought as much of his natural charm as he could to the character, and what we liked about Johnny came from Keanu Reeves. So I think Keanu did what he could with that script. I think that the character was flawed from the beginning.
Yeah.
And a good actor can't do anything with that.
I just think he was miscast for it.
I disagree with you. I think he could have pulled off that type of a role if the writing had been there for him, and I just don't think the writing was there.
My favorite Keanu roles are always him where he doesn't have to speak too much, and that required a lot of speaking from him, because all he could do was speak.
He's a wonderful physical actor. I think John Wick is a really good example.
Bubblegum gun went shooting up the gathering of the Juggalos. Would you kindly?
Sadly, the only insane clown posse games are his backyard wrestling trash games.
Magnets, how does that work? Would you kindly?
Did you just say use those round white balls in your face?
I feel like they didn't know how to make Silverhand unlikable while having Keanu as the actor. Yeah, I couldn't understand what, like, were they trying to make us think that he was a badass or a fake badass? Like, so okay, let me back up. Here's my read on Johnny. An absolute peacocking, grandstanding liar who's pretending to be a badass and does everything to show that they're a badass, but ultimately has all the same insecurities that like a coward has, and verbally fronts a lot, but doesn't actually follow through on a lot of the badass stuff he's supposed to, like saving his girlfriend fully, banging his older ex-girlfriend who's now trying to be the girlfriend, like just like the so I judge characters a lot on how they interact with other characters, and I didn't really see Johnny change that much in the way that I saw Keanu's charm softening and performance and delivery softening a lot of dialogue that was written to sort of very slowly make the character a little bit more jovial, but like that was it. That doesn't feel like a character arc to me.
Nope.
There's no beginning, middle, end to me, that's clear. And I don't blame Keanu for that. He could deliver all the, the timing could be perfect. If there's no clear beginning, middle, end for that character, and maybe it was written that way because the character needs to kind of, their arc has to mirror the way that the player plays it. And maybe that was causing a problem. But yeah, just something didn't read to me as, the skeleton of that character's arc was not there for me.
They're definitely missing something.
Too busy at the goofy sex scene. Yeah, like actually the sex scene is a good thing to bring up because like he's supposed to be this badass. Well, we would see some fucking titty. We'd see some full frontal, probably really raunchy penetrative nudity, and we didn't see any of that. We saw like a fucking bustier. Like literally Selena wore less. And her, like she was like a 90s pop icon, and yeah. So I just it felt like there was a lot of calling Johnny Silverhand a badass, but his writing didn't support him to be one.
No, that's because at that point he was just like a spreadsheet inside your brain. You don't want to be that badass when all you can do is like, tell some other dude like, yeah, this is what I did in my life. I got big dick, and now I'm stuck in your head.
Do I vape? I do vape. I feel like I just rambled a little bit. I feel like my point wasn't very clear.
No, you explained yourself very well.
I was a bad acting there. Or a bad actor there.
But we're just killing like, circus folk.
There was full frontal and character customization. You're totally right.
Yeah, they never use it for anything.
Why is that in the character customization but not in the sex scenes? That's fucking weird.
Because they don't want to get an AO rating.
No, I know. That's what I mean. I'm like, that's where I'm like, nah, that's production coming in. That's the development team fucking up the character, not the actor. And I see that happen a lot in stuff. And the actors get the blame. And a lot of the time, we don't have the agency as workers to make that decision. Even somebody like Keanu Reeves, who is like, an A-list celebrity, right? He is too nice of a guy to have to be like, I'm a celebrity, do what I want. He's just not that type of human.
No.
So he's like, his performances are going to be catered to his production team and what they are asking of him, because he's just trying to be a good collaborator and get through his day and get home to his motorcycle and his sex, like he says he likes,
His sex.
Did I say sax?
It sounded like sex. It was like,
sex.
But I got sacked because he said his sax, and as in, he likes playing the saxophone.
Sorry, I'm soapboxing too much.
No, you're good. It's a stream. We're all soapboxing. Also, Jim. Well, before they cast Keanu, they were gonna have Johnny survive till 27/7, and no one cared. Like NBCs would be like, "Man, shame Johnny Silverhand died," and Johnny would be like, "Right here, motherfucker." If only when they cast Keanu, they wanted Silverhand more involved instead of just being. He was supposed to be like a small role eventually, like Johnny Silverhand. And then I think once Keanu got involved, they turned into a much bigger role. From what I remember reading about it.
I actually kind of like the premise that they think he's dead, but he's alive. I think that's great, because that means that he's just like faded from pop culture, and that drives the celebrity nuts.
Yeah. Especially for someone like him, is very.
I think Keanu would have been fine playing that character. I doubt he was like, I need a bigger blah blah blah.
He just liked the character. He's like, let me do more stuff. You want me for more stuff?
Hey, Lucky, are you gonna do Detroit Becoming Human? I'm thinking about it, chat. Would you like to see me play Detroit Becoming Human? You want to laugh? Want to fall in love with David Cage all over again with me?
You know what suck?
Hey, Ross. How you doing, babe?
Hedge mazes. Hedge mazes are terrible.
Wow.
What is it?
I saw some lore videos. Johnny was one shot by Adam Smasher and his engram in his imagining himself as Black Morgan during the Arasaka raid.
Yeah, supposedly that wasn't supposed to be like in like the official lore. Johnny was like basically taken out early in that mission, and it was all Jack, some other character that's more badass than him.
It's really funny. Pope says there's a lot of great acting bits in Detroit Becoming Human that you'd give fun commentary on. Guess what, Pope? I have a good friend from grad school. Well, not a good friend, but a good work colleague acquaintance who is in Detroit Becoming Human. Rosa, the Harriet Tubman figure in the game, is played by Dana Greer. She is an actor who went to CalArts. We actually dated the same guy briefly at separate times. And we have worked together on a couple of projects, and she's wonderful. You can see her work in Quentin Tarantino's films. She is in Django Unchained, and she's in Hateful Eight. She's Minnie of Minnie's Haberdashery. She's a wonderful actress. And so I would love to play Detroit and comment on her work and what I see her doing that was indicative of our grad school training. I'd love to get on that. But also, I just mostly want to laugh at David Cage. I mostly want to laugh at David Cage.
Easy thing to do.
I actually didn't have a hard time with Heavy Rain. I need to play Heavy Rain again. The only hard time I had with Heavy Rain was that it was on PlayStation Network. I didn't own the game, and so I've also lost my save file on that. I would have to start over from the beginning. I liked that game a lot. I actually would like to play a bunch of David Cage. I think he's very funny.
Beyond, I mean, they're easy games to play, so they're all just mainly cutscenes. But Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain are the two ones that are going to give you the most laugh-out moments.
You are a hack, am I? We're all hacked.
Who's a hack? We a hack?
I'm a hack. You're a hack. He's a hack. Because we're all hacks. Hey.
There's some joy in being a hack.
You'd prefer Detroit Becoming Pizza. Pizza is good.
Definitely a better, premise.
I'm hungry.
You hungry?
Yeah. How are you?
I'll probably get some food after I'm done with this stream.
If I made tacos, would you want them?
I would have a taco, yes.
Or if I made mac and cheese, would you want mac and cheese?
I'd have some mac and cheese.
Which would you prefer?
You know what? Mac and cheese sounds pretty good
mac
right
and
now.
cheese?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mac and cheese sounds
You're just saying that because you know I wanted mac and cheese the last couple days.
It's just like, you know what? You said it, and it's like, mac and cheese.
I've had a craving.
Mac and cheese
Maybe
sounds
I'm pregnant,
good.
chat. Go to anybody.
Mac and cheese cravings.
Craft dinner? I mean, I kind of feel like it. I'm really tired. Well, I literally, chat, I spent 3 hours weeding today? And gardening?
Yeah, we did a lot of, shit.
I literally, by hand weeded, our whole lawn and our sidewalk and our curbside. Oh my God, it was so tiring, but I feel accomplished. Yes, Dana is in True Detective. She's lovely in that as well. I think her work in the Tarantino films are more impressive, though. You didn't delay us at all, Dr. Baby. It was so nice hosting you. I really enjoyed our talk this morning, and I liked serving you coffee. It was fun. No, we got everything. I got my audition done. You liked it? I gave Dr. Baby my favorite kind of coffee, which is, it's gonna sound weird. It is French press vanilla coffee. Then I put chocolate syrup in it with cayenne pepper.
It's good stuff.
So it's like a spicy chocolate, and it's so yummy. Yes! I'm glad you liked it.
I had it a couple times myself.
You like it too?
Yes.
Yes, that's right, Soul Sister. Jacob's Ladder, he was Singer's Deceased Son, and you're correct on that. And Tim Robbins actually has spoken to me about, well, not to me personally, but to a group I was sitting in about how that was his Macaulay's first big breakout role, and that he was a sweet kid.
Macaulay Culkin was in that movie?
Yeah, he played his son.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't have much to say, but
doesn't need it. Needs to be.
Yes, exactly. I made a Mexican mocha. Exactly, chef. I used to get them at a coffee shop in Los Angeles. that was underneath a. Remember, I told you guys I worked a gig for Ready Player One when it released in Hollywood, and Steven Spielberg came. I met him. The venue where we got ready into costume, where I dressed up like Harley Quinn, sorry, and Dee Snider. So it was a lot of makeup for both characters. That was above this coffee shop in downtown Hollywood, or not? It was right in Hollywood, like right down the street from Hollywood sign. Hey, Sean. It's not horchata. Horchata is different, but horchata is great. I had students when I worked in Compton who used to bring me horchata. They like suck up to me. I loved them.
Delicious horchata.
So good.
Delicious horchata.
They'd stop with their like lunch money on the way at the like corner lady with the stand, and they'd get it for me and bring it to me.
Also, Jim, you asked me earlier. If you ask Alt why Johnny memories aren't what Rogue or Alt tell you how the events actually happened, Alt gets annoyed and goes, "V, he's a pathological liar." Well, yeah, I mean that I understood, that he's like bullshitting a lot and just pumping himself up to be a bigger person than he was.
I was in
every
Ready.
rock star would. Sorry about that.
No, my bad.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
now.
baby.
No, you go ahead.
I was in Ready Player One, or just part of the promo. No, I was a live actor in a promotional event for it. I did an immersive theater thing where I played Harley Quinn and Dee Snider. But a number of people from the film came because it was right up the street from the red carpet events. So Steven Spielberg came through. I got to take a picture with him and meet him. He's very short, very sweet guy.
Isn't he like really unusually short almost?
He's like my height.
So he's like 5'1".
Yeah.
Very short.
I would say a little taller. I'd say he's like 5'3".
5'3"?
But he's a short king. Y'all are adorable.
Oh, well, you know what? We pull it off effortlessly.
Yes, I played Dee Snider. Yes, from Twisted Sister, yes. I have pictures of myself dressed up as Dee Snider sitting in the actual DeLorean from Back to the Future because they had the car there for the event. So I got to pose in it. It was really cool. Unfortunately, I didn't take any pictures of myself as Harley Quinn, but I looked really hot. It was when she was doing the daddy's little whatever the fuck thing with the booty shorts and the red and blue. It was the first time Margot Robbie played her.
Oh, yeah. Getting chased by spiders.
I don't like that.
No one likes that.
Not from Suicide. The lucky lore drops are insane.
We both have those.
I have had an interesting life.
We both have had interesting moments here and there.
I feel like everybody's had an interesting life.
Yeah.
There's really no human I've heard stories from where I'm like, your life's fucking boring. There's always something.
Welcome to the
It's all about knowing how to tell it.
Yeah, horchata's almost like a Mexican chai. How I think of it.
Ugh. All right, onto the Ferris wheel.
I love him.
Me? Love me?
No, the protagonist.
Well,
No, just kidding.
understandable.
Wishbone. Oh, I love you. You didn't expect that? I'm a pretty, I've been told I'm a chameleon actor. Like when I do really get into character, I can kind of disappear into it. That was one of them.
Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing, you know.
It's pretty cool. I know that if there were emergencies, I could use my acting skills to literally survive. So that's helpful. You should do voice acting, Dr. Baby. You actually are really good at putting on character voices when you're not like thinking about it. Like when you're just like fucking around. You do it insanely accurately. He did some really funny impressions. The thing with acting and voice acting or performance or streaming is that a lot of it has to do with confidence. And that is something that the American public is either sorely lacking in because of the way we live, or has an excess of to the point that there's like a disconnect from reality. That's what I notice that's what I coach most people on. And I coach people for their acting skills or public speaking skills for like all sorts of reasons. I'm talking theater, film, to people that don't want to do film or theater and they just want to be better at talking like in front of their workspace, right? Or kids who want to be better at it at school, like all sorts of reasons. There is a common thread, and that's the thread I see.
Oi. Talking's hard sometimes. What's the token?
You wish you had more confidence? That's actually a large part of my coaching. Like I work with PK. I actually have a class with her tomorrow. And we do, they started as on-camera confidence because she was looking to do content, but it actually just translated into like life confidence. Confidence is a skill that's not really modeled to us well in this country in particular. When it is, it's not a healthy version of it necessarily.
I didn't think you'd come. My heart,
my cum,
my body, they're yours.
Oh, well, look at you. Aren't you a star? You've got quite the memory, Vince.
Vaughn.
My mum could hear you say that.
How do you
I
mean?
love this movie.
She always said I have the memory of a goldfish.
Well,
However, I don't know how they're watching this movie in their own homes. This is 1944, and they didn't have TVs for that.
Actually, quite dislike it.
I don't think.
You got to get some liquid courage. Oh, I'm out of liquid courage. Would you like some more soda?
No, I'm good. I'll wait till we eat later.
Karma, chameleon. Do you really want to hurt me? No.
No.
I don't.
No.
The end. That's why you can't say no in improv.
Witcher 3 expansion 3 trailer next Thursday. Yeah, I forgot they're making that.
Ding ding baby.
That was what I was thinking of singing last night.
I'll give you one across the eyes. You damn no good day. Watch out for caught.
For caught. Watch out for caught. The bot sometimes has the best cutoff moments.
Would you rather die of dehydration than drink a White Claw or a Michelob? No, I would rather drink a White Claw. I really enjoy White Claw, particularly the black cherry and peach flavors. Other ones kind of suck. I'm so confident, says Monty, that my confidence has confidence. I've got confidence coming out of that demon hole. Which one?
The demon hole.
Airtight. I wish killer clowns would just show up in this game and start putting people into the blood cotton candy cocoon.
Oh, I've seen that movie.
Raffle.
I've seen that movie.
Stand proud, Monty. Indeed.
They actually made a game of that movie, though apparently it wasn't very good. This game is longer. I thought, yeah, there's supposed to only been 2 levels left on the elevator, but they snuck an extra level in there in the carnival by just having me come out there randomly for no reason. So now the pacing's a little like rough, and I'm like, you know, we just
no.
And the spiders. Stop.
No.
Where am I taking this goddamn token at, by the way? Lucky come back, the spider scared her off.
My pantyhose are itching. My no-good balls are bitching. Got cocaine and bitches on my mind. Skeet.
Skeet, skeet, motherfucker. Skeet, skeet. Yep, the spiders truly scared her off. That's how strong the effect is. Alright, scooch back over here. I don't know if I was off camera that entire time or not. She did leave her phone, so maybe she will come back in a minute. Stop with the spiders, they suck. I'm not even afraid of them, they're just annoying. Bitches and cocaine, everything a growing CEO needs and will eventually always have. Along with a trophy wife. And also, nowadays, a podcast, it feels like. Why did, Chad, I have a question for you. Why exactly did podcasts become a thing everyone fucking needs to have? I even have a podcast. It's only on my Patreon, and you can watch it for free. But we just, like, goof around on it. But everyone has a fucking podcast. COVID, yeah, you're right. It was COVID. You're right. As soon as you said that, like, oh, yeah, can't even argue. It's like they're cheap to produce. They cost nothing to make, and yeah, they're easy. That's why. People who can't make true art make podcasts. That's my new saying, alright? Share that on Reddit or X or whatever. People who it lets you look really snooty. People who can't make actual art make a podcast.
Another recording? Vincent's flat, 7 p.m., October 29th, 1944.
It's no use, Charlie. I'm too stupid for this. Why on earth did I choose to be a surgeon? Of all the professions. Fancy words and
I
definitions.
am the very model. A model of a modern Major General. I've information, vegetables.
Outermost layer of the skin.
I like how he just spoke that so slowly, rather than in tune. Not a true artist, streamer Dartigan declares himself. Well, I was talking about podcasters, actually, but I would definitely be the first to say that about myself. I ain't excluding me. That'd be hypocritical. However, I've noticed that hypocrisy doesn't really seem to matter that much anymore. Like, being labeled or even proven to be a hypocrite doesn't seem to affect anything. People are just like, whatever, I don't care, he's funny. So we've shown that if you can be as big a hypocrite as you want, as long as you're funny or entertaining, people won't mind. And you know what? That's not a good sign for society. Napoleon could have been a rich podcaster. He could have been. If Napoleon started a podcast talking about his, like, military conflicts, dude would have, like, cleaned up. Wouldn't have had to be exiled to some, like, island in the Atlantic. In fact, he could still do his podcast from that island, I bet. A jetpack? That's a little outside the norm for a clown game. When's the next stream? Tomorrow, actually. So, yeah. Fuck are you doing up? What the fuck? You're breakdancing on the ceiling? Well, also, once again, EXO, thank you for the $200 super chat earlier as well. That was incredibly generous. Look at him go, like, I can't deny the talent. Okay, let's open that back up. Broke dancing. Look, if you're dancing, you're never truly broke because you're displaying skill and talent and I think a few other things, right? That worked somehow. This is turning into Doom, freaking, Doom Infinite, or what the hell, like, Doom Eternal now with all the platforming. Like, double dashes and double jumps. And it's in a clown game. Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. What the fuck is that? Lucky streaming tonight, no stream for her tonight, but tomorrow she probably will. Know where that place was at that I just opened up. What game is this? This is Twisted Tower. It's a BioShock Infinite inspired like boomer shooter. But set in like a twisted, like psychologically like unwell carnival place. Film set. I'm not really sure what a lot of the descriptions are. It's not that way. Is it that way? No, it wasn't that. Well, this puzzle sucks. Why is the 007 video only going to be on? It's not. It's going to be coming to YouTube as well. It just comes out first on Patreon, then a day or so later it comes to YouTube. So no worries. They just get early access to it. In fact, there's a good chance I'll be releasing it on YouTube tomorrow, actually. Oh, wait. Oh, I see where I gotta go. Walking! You had 4 hours of sleep, so you feel drunk and passed out. Yeah, well, you've already diagnosed the issue, actually. So that's step one. Step two is now coming up with a solution to solve that problem you just now acknowledged. Chicks are just as bad at not respecting consent. Goddamn, that was a scary night. Had to kick. Well, Jesus, man. Sounds like you had one hell of an evening. That's not cool, it's all. Yeah, dudes can be sexually assaulted too. Ow. Oh, well, shit. Well, that was not a good surprise. Okie dokie. Do this shit again. This game will make you hate clowns and the circus even more than normal. Anyone else have muscle memory on how to deal with YouTube ads? It depends on what your actions are. A lot of people these days I know will like back out of the ad and then go right back in the video to try like, you know, make the ad not play. Of course, if it's my ads, you should know that that goes towards like, yo, me living. I kid, by the way. Block whatever you want. Been gone for a while. Why did you think the Halo remake sucked? I didn't hear too many good things. It didn't suck. It just was one, it's already been done. That game got a graphical remaster like several years back. But this one was a graphical remaster and they also redid all the lines. But they didn't really change anything else. But it's the main campaign is shitting fucking not the campaign that what just happened shitting fucking. No, the main campaign is fine. It's still the same campaign you've probably like played before and enjoyed. The only thing that got worse about it is that the context of some of the cutscenes because of New Direction and those changed and it's not quite as snappy, I feel, or as good. I feel like that by making it more like modern day Halo cutscenes, it actually lost something in that translation. So that's the first part of why it's worse. Second part would be because they made the last like 4 levels, which were already like not that great, actually worse in some case. Like that second Covenant ship level was absolutely terrible. Hated every moment of it. They somehow made that worse, the worst mission in the game, when it was already kind of terrible. They also ruined the legendary ending. It's no longer as funny. I mean, it wasn't really that... Okay, let's be honest. It wasn't the greatest joke ever, even back then. It was just like, hey, what if, like... What if we just, like, had a lead grab, you know, Sergeant Johnson's ass? But now he just, like, breaks the fourth wall and, like, I'll see you in the sequel. As he, like, does his thing. But also, it's worse because there's no multiplayer. Like, a Halo game without multiplayer is just like, the fuck? How do you have a Halo game without multiplayer? That's such a misunderstanding of why anyone would even be playing it, that I think you've already failed. And third is that they've added like 3 extra like prequel missions to the game where you actually like get the information about where the Covenant High Charity is at. Not that it matters at all to the game, or is even that important, you know, event even in like 2 when you go there. So it's just like, and those were really badly done. This looks like the maze from Harry Potter 4. Most of this game is trying to be like BioShock, but it's actually starting to, it's now getting a little bit too long, I would say. So I don't know if I'm gonna bother finishing it. I was expecting to finish this game tonight, but now it's actually dragged on a bit, and it's losing steam. Even though there's only like 2 levels left. It's getting a little bit formulaic.
Welcome to the real boy station, where no strings are attached, sir. Size really does matter.
This gun's pretty good. Are you gonna play the Expanse RPG from Owlcat? Yeah, when does that come out? That's not this year, is it? They're basically like making a Mass Effect clone from what I saw of the trailers of it. This game is long like me. How long is it though, Monty? Game about blasting clowns with a squishy mallet and gumball machine is formulaic. It's just that I mean, really, those are just skins for a gun that you're very familiar with. No, I like this game really a lot yesterday, but today it is drawing. It's kind of like spin its bag of tricks, and it's kind of like drawing itself out longer than it needs to be now. So that's the problem I'm developing with it. All right, but we are in like the last 2 levels. So if I play it again, if I decide to play it tomorrow, I can finish it. Lightspeed Land. Guessing Halo's still in the gutter. Yeah, the remake of Halo 1 did nothing to make that, you know, save that series. I'm afraid. Last level here. Well, no, there's this level, and then there's one more above at the tower top. Unless that's just a boss fight. I don't know. Is that a brain in a jar? Is that a UFO? Watch that be Charlotte's brain. I mean, she has a very big brain. Oh, they're going to add a lot more platforming now, aren't they? We need some Souls Elden Ring bosses to show up. There actually has not been really any boss fights in the game. Boss fights cost money, you know. Game should have been taught literally anything could happen. Well, that's a much better. You know what? We have evolved, and when it comes to our video game titles. I've noticed recently we're getting much more literal. Calling it out, breaking all the cameras are going to be tied to the truth. I mean, I've been trying to break them, and he has commented on them, so I'm considering. He is wanting to make a movie as well. So that's my assumption. Don't worry, don't put an end to the brain's misery. It was already dead, all right? I was just like, you know, whacking it because you see a big brain, you want to see what kind of thunk sound it makes. Okay, chat. I think we're done for the night. If I stream again tomorrow, I might play this and finish it up, but hopefully that would be enough for a full stream. But we'll see. Oh, it's almost midnight. Yeah, hey, pretty good night. I mean, I'd say so. But all of you have been amazing. Thank you for joining me and my lovely wife for another stream. Like I said, I know that the content has been a little low for the past 2 months because of me getting married and moving. But now we are essentially like fully moved in. The only thing we have left to do is like hanging pictures on walls, really. So should everything should now go back to normal. In fact, I'm going to be pumping out a lot of content over the next couple months because I got a lot of stuff to cover. I don't want to miss any of it. So make sure you become a member of that Patreon if you haven't already, because you'll get it there first. All right, I'm shilling it. I know, and I have to. That's how you do this business. Also, Monty, thank you for the last minute $20 super chat. That's goddamn it, you generous bastards. Love each and every one of you. Thank you just for all of you who just hung out and watched tonight. Thank you very much. The mods. Thank you for all the super chats, the gift subs, the regular subs, the prime subs, the bits, the Kick donations. Watching over there on Kick, keeping a tab open. Thank you guys all so much. You know, I hope I can continue to deliver the content you love. But I will see you all tomorrow. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you then, everybody. One last shameless plug. There's nothing shameless about them. I'm honest. That's how it is. You have to be. Shameless just means you'll like try to sneak it in. All right, Chad. You guys have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, everybody.